Also going to start streaming. Welcome to YouTube. Might be one viewer somewhere who watches this at some point. It'll be me when I'm 80. All right. Okay, so to recap last week, you guys went down under the pyramid, walked through the gas, found a pyramid inside the pyramid, went to the top, got teleported into a room that looked identical. Attached to that was a room full of continual light and like a thing on the floor that was in a lot of ways like a security camera, essentially. The room was very brightly lit. You guys made your way to out the door there, down the hall to where you saw some light, and it turned out it was from a shaft of sunlight coming down the well you had seen previously. A bunch of baboons have attacked. They're not terribly tough to kill, but they do damage. And Rothbert's near death. Basil's pretty close to death. And Fain, somehow, mostly because I misread the height of the room, got up the well with some crazy monk shit that is unreproducible. Should he end up back down here again? So
desperate times call for desperate measures.
Maybe there was a baboon leaping through the air, and he jumped off its back onto another one also leaping through the air and jumped off that, just like Legolas running up the collapsing bridge. I have to assume something like that was going on. Also, I got to pull open.
All I know is it was Kung Fu treachery.
Treachery. All right, I need to open the PDF so that I can read shit. Okay. So I believe battle had just ended with one or two baboons having run off, and one turned into a slug and got stepped on, and there's, I guess another one's not exactly dead, but it's, if I remember right, in a coma forever. Yeah. And Fain is not actually here. I'm just going to up it on top of the well, I guess, but what would you guys like to do? I think Fain was climbing up during that battle throughout the whole thing. And I think he's probably like finally up to the top. But it'll probably be half an hour before, maybe less. He's pretty quick. It'll be some time though for him to run back and run back to the end, get some rope, and come back.
Guess we wait. We want to go back to the room we came out of?
You want to head back to the pyramid?
Yeah, or at least the room with the video floor.
Stand in here any length of time, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's drag Rothbert out of here.
Clug will help, master.
Come on, Clug.
Clug grabs an arm and like pulls, and like it doesn't even move him. Clug's not real strong. I see some sort of negative effect on Lelion. What is that? Oh, that's his Soul Practitioner stuff. Never mind. Everybody should probably take a look at their own effects just to make sure there's not something hanging out on them that's left over from the previous combat. If I remember right, all the light sources you guys have currently are... hold on. Yeah. All the light sources you guys currently have have that spell going on them from that Eric cast?
Yes.
All right. So you guys get back to the room and close the door?
Yeah.
All right, so this room is very well lit. The pyramid's pretty dark, but there's a dead body up there on top of it, so that's cool. I guess there's a dead body in this room, too. There were 2 bodies total, I think. All right, I had already rolled the Wandering Monsters for Mule. So, Mule, you're running. You get back to the inn. What do you do? I'm sorry, I said Mule. Fain.
All right. Is there a rope salesman around?
I mean, there's that guy who will sell you stuff for a little bit of a markup. He's currently in the bathroom, though.
Where does he keep his coil of rope?
Oh, probably this little merchant area. I'm sure he's got guards there, too, though.
Well, I'll just deal with them.
Man, you already have 150 feet of rope. You're so close.
Yeah, I want another 150.
Well, they make you wait about 3 minutes for him to get out of the bathroom, but let's see here. He sells it to you at whatever 150% of the book price is. All the while trying to make small talk to you. Oh, yeah, where's everybody? Oh, yeah, rope. That's important to have. Yep, never can go wrong with some good rope. How much you need?
150 feet.
150 feet. Let me
Yeah, we're
get
climbing to
that.
heaven.
He starts measuring it. He's measuring it a foot at a time, and then slowly, sliding the rope across the table to measure the next foot. Slides it across. He's talking to you while he does it. They're probably like 50-foot coils, but he's got to make sure he's going to sell us to you. He asked for 150 feet. He gets talking to you, kind of loses track, and starts counting again. But eventually, you do get your.
Is it hemp rope or silver rope?
Silk or hemp, your choice. He has both. He's just got a big
I'm
cart full of
happy
rope.
with hemp rope, which is 1 gold per 50 feet. But if he doesn't count out each foot on the coils, I will give him 10 gold for 3 coils.
I don't know what the prices are, but assuming that means it's 150% or more, you're fine.
Yeah, that's like triple.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, he'll. Oh, yeah. He probably ends up giving you 200 feet.
All right, thanks. Bye. And then I do some kung fu treachery to vault out of the area.
What does that mean?
It's hard to explain. You wouldn't even be able to tell if you were watching.
All right. Guess not. So, man. I'm looking at OBS and my microphone keeps maxing. Am I super loud to you guys?
No.
Nope.
All right. OBS keeps telling me I'm like screaming. Whatever. So yeah, you've got like 350 feet of rope on you at this point?
Wow, that's a lot of. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I mean,
Not the silk rope.
even the hemp rope, I guess, is only. Oh well, that's like 80 pounds. I guess you don't have to take 200 just because he gave it to you. You can have 150. Yeah, that's 20 pounds per. You are heavily encumbered.
Uh-huh.
All right, what's that make your move speed?
5.
5? That's still pretty darn quick. All right. So you guys are down below. 10 minutes has passed. Rothbert, it's wheezing and coughing and probably like sort of conscious, but can't really do anything except lay there. Hope he doesn't, no one stubs a toe on him and accidentally kills him or something. Anything you guys want to do while you're in here?
Am I actually awake?
Yeah, you're not really capable of doing anything, but you can talk, we'll say.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any more spells anyway.
I probably would not have allowed spellcasting in your current state.
Yeah.
Just drink that light blue potion. I'm sure it'll be good for you.
Yeah, I'm sure it will too.
If not, I assume you guys are waiting. I'm curious, are you waiting for Fain to come knock on the door, or are you waiting a certain amount of time?
I think we should probably send somebody out to at least check on the hall, see if he's down here,
I can do that.
even if it's just look out the door, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll stand in the dark over here.
I was gonna say you can probably just poke your head out the door, see if there's a rope hanging down the into the room or not, because we can see the daylight over there.
Yeah.
With your elf eyes. Well, you're not an elf, though. All right. Are you posting up right there, or are you just occasionally peeking out?
I'll just peek out every 5 minutes or so.
All right. So, Fain, eventually you get back to the top. What do you...
Well, I hope I'm good at making good rope knots, because I don't know what skill that is.
They make a skill for that. It's called rope use. But, how hard could it be, really?
Yeah. So I'll start working on that.
Let me just give you a little percentile and see if you roll a 100 or not. All right, so you're up there. You got your ropes all tied together. You're giving them a good pull for each one. You think the rope will hold. You've got all told 300 feet of rope. Are you just using it all?
Well, yeah.
All right. Which end is the silk end, or is it every other, or how are you doing it?
Yeah, I like every other. That sounds,
When did you
Like
get
it'll-
non-silk rope?
Just now.
Just now from the dude.
I thought you bought silk rope from him too, but okay.
No.
Oh,
He said he'd take hemp if I was faster.
okay.
Yeah. So what do you want to anchor it to up top? There's some rotted wood around the well. You got enough rope. You can go back to where there's like a tree. Maybe put it around the tree. I don't know. You could tie it around your
trees are
neck.
Good. I mean, I like that. I wasn't planning on coming back down, so I tied around a tree, but also, be ready for when the tree breaks, because, who's that? I don't know. I'm not going back down. I'm just dropping rope.
Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah, if there's a tree, I will use a tree.
Let me check something here. What the hell? Okay. So it's been about 25 minutes. Teeger, you open the door to peek out. You don't see a rope yet, but you do see some vague shapes moving around, kind of between the well light and the darkness, and they're kind of doing the hooting, baboon hooting.
I slowly close the door again. Give it another 5 minutes.
All right. Yeah, Fain, you throw the rope down, and I guess you start waiting. What are you going to do? Where are you going to be up top?
By the tree, I guess. So I can. How thick is the tree?
It's a good tree. You think it'll be fine. If you're asking, like, thick enough for you to hide behind, sure. Find the top side.
And then, I'll periodically check once people are climbing to make sure that they're human people and not non-human people.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. All right. Teeger, you open the door again,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the light from in here splashes out into the hallway because there's this continual light going in here.
Yes.
And
Who is that,
immediately,
by the way?
what?
Who has that going, by the way?
It was in this room.
Oh, right.
Immediately, you see one of those white baboons, like, raise its hand up. It was really close to the door. Raise its hand up and, like, shriek and back out of the light, back into the darkness.
Uh-oh. Is this door open in or out from where I am?
We will say it opens into your room.
Okay. That's preferable.
Normally, hallway doors open into the rooms, right?
Yes. The monkeys know we're here, guys.
I just lay on the ground.
I lean up against the door until we think of a plan.
Well, I guess I'm running Basil, right? So Basil says they're afraid of the light.
I think they're just startled by the light.
I think if you open the door, they wouldn't come in.
That
I don't
A,
believe you.
that doesn't help us, and B, that's a bad risk if that's wrong.
We got to get out in the hall at some point.
Sure, but the light from this room doesn't spill far enough for us to get down to the rope if it's there yet.
What about all those mirrors? Something occurs to someone.
It's weird. It's like Basil has two voices in his head at the same time.
Does Basil think they could rig up some mirrors to shine out into the hallway? And maybe down the hallway? Maybe wheel one outside?
That's weird, because sunlight, maybe, but can continual light do that, given that it's like a fixed radius thing?
Probably not.
Magic's weird, man. Either way, the you do remember many of the mirrors had stuff smeared all over them, and you would at least have to clean them off first.
And they
Remember,
were
there was like monkey poo smeared all over them.
Sure.
Do I hear hooting and hollering, or are they?
Occasionally, yeah, even through the door.
Okay, so they're just hanging out over there.
Once in a while, you'll hear like a on the door, but they never try to open it. Maybe they'll get bored and forget you're there.
That's kind of what I'm hoping for. The pyramid's still the same, right? There's nothing. There's still just a dead body and no lever.
Just a dead body up there, yep.
Well, Clug's got a bunch of lamp oil. We could use it as explosives if we needed to get through them. I don't know that there's a rope at the other end, though.
I'm pretty much waiting on you guys, just so you know. I'll let you know if something breaks down the door, but otherwise.
peek out again.
Again, as the light shines into the hall, you see a couple, not as close this time, but they immediately like back out of the light, shine away from it, hands up. Peeking down there, you do see a rope hanging there, though.
Okay, close the door again. I gotta go off mic for a minute.
Yeah.
The continual light, is it brighter than a torchlight or a Greek fire?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like bright daylight, essentially.
Is the continual light on something?
Well, now would be a good time for us to decide how that should work. Because there's kind of two ways. It just kind of fills an area and you have no idea what the source is, or potentially the thing that it's on is a little bit shinier. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like you'd see a pinpoint. I'm kind of cool either way. I don't know if you guys have a preference.
I mean, if there was some kind of something on the wall that would be an obvious thing to cast continual light on.
I guess unless anyone's opposed, I'm okay with the opposed, I should say. I'm okay with there being like a kind of a bright center to a continual light spell. In this case, you don't see a particular object. It just seems to be this point up near the ceiling, just hovering in the air. It's a little bit brighter.
It's not something we can carry with us.
Nope.
Do we have any rope on us?
Nope,
we
give
gave
it
it
all
all
to Fain.
I wanted to shoot like a explosive arrow.
Okay, what do you need rope for that for?
What?
I don't know. Tie MacGyver an oil lamp onto an arrow and shoot it.
I think you're better off just throwing the oil lamp, honestly. I don't think that arrow would go too far.
You don't have to throw the whole lamp. You could just, throw like a wine or a oil skin.
Yeah, how would it combust though?
Put a wick in it.
Do you have a wick?
If you throw an oil lamp, like smash it while it's burning, it'll.
Sorry, it's not actually an oil lamp. It's a flask of oil, lamp
Yeah.
oil.
So you want to rig up like a Molotov cocktail with it?
Exactly.
Also, Basil has like a bunch of Greek fires on him.
Oh, we should use that.
Yeah, that'd be easier.
Yeah,
I think
Let's do it.
those burn when exposed to air. I think.
Yep. You want to chuck one out in the hall and see if they run away?
Yeah.
Again, they back up a bit, although at this point they were kind of already staying where the radius would spill out, which I don't even know what that would be, honestly. How do we think this should work with a continual light? Like, say the center point's where the 7 is here, right?
Right.
Should it be like it's from a point of origin and really only fill like, a cone here? There's actually a cone, isn't there? Like that, sort of? Or do we think it just goes right around the corner and gets a full 60 feet? I kind of like it working where it does shadow, because I think that's what Fantasy Grounds does.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a hell of a lot easier. Do I actually have a continual light going in here?
Yes.
Okay, so it's probably already doing that.
At least I assume it's that. Hold on. Yes, because there's something wider radius than my light. I think.
Actually, maybe not.
No? Is it Clug?
Clug is glowing, yeah. He's not anymore.
Here, I'll put one in here. 60.
Oh,
No,
he is
Clug still has light on him, yes. He had 2 different light effects on him.
only has everything carried right now.
We will go with whatever
Has the
fantasy
faint
grounds.
light effect.
Oh, I don't have walls, so right now it's just filling regardless. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. That's fine. Otherwise, we'll probably end up doing whatever fantasy grounds does when you have walls, so that I don't have to try to fight against whatever we're seeing. Anyway, yeah, I got a light source now.
Okay. Basil will duck out in the hall and chuck a break fire about to the extent of the light and see if it's bright enough to make them back off some.
So, a couple things. You hear some off this way in the darkness. You hear some. You're pretty sure up this. Oh, you probably can't see everything, can you? But you can see my arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, you guys can see the whole map, regardless of where your guy is, right?
Yeah.
In the light, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So you're hearing some hooting that way. You're hearing some up that northeast passage, and you saw at least two that way.
Okay.
So where do you want to throw your thing?
Toward the two that we saw.
Okay. I'm
I
not
kind of
sure.
like if I could still see them, I'd kind of like to try to get it near them so I could see if they back off of the light from the Greek fire.
I suspect Basil can't actually throw it that far without starting to move. That's 60 feet.
Okay.
But if you guys just want to start going for it and chuck it when you get close, you can do that. You're not really trying to hit a target. You're trying to... Well, what are you trying to hit exactly?
I just hit a wall, the floor, whatever. Like I said, all I wanted to do was see if it backed them off. If it didn't, this is a bad plan.
Hold on. Before we do anything, how are we going to get Rothbert up this rope?
You're going to have to tie him off. He
Time
can't
again
climb.
to drag him up.
Okay. I'm going to cue Clug to scream as loud as he can in scary goblin noises when I give the signal.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Describe to me what you're doing.
Basil's chucking fire.
From where? To where?
It sounds like we're just going to rush the hall.
Yeah, we want to chuck it in the direction we're going. Probably in this hallway.
Right? I didn't think we were rushing the hall, but okay.
What do you want to do?
I just wanted to throw it down the hall to see if it made them back off. If it does that, then this is a good plan. Otherwise, it's a bad plan. Which is why I wanted them to be within range. If they're not in range, then this can't really be tested without wandering down the hall. So as long as we've got the door open, they're more than 60 feet away, is what you're saying. Is that right, Derek?
Yeah, pretty much. So it amounts to. Sorry, I'm trying to unmask a little more stuff so you can. You're probably going to see some stuff you shouldn't because of the way the light radius is working, but so be it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
Here, let's make it easier because I don't think this is how the light would work anyway, with it going as far as it goes. So I'm just going to shorten it, and you'll be able to do your test. And
sure. Otherwise, those are mirrors out in the hall. You said they're covered with, poo.
Yeah,
if we open the door and they back off, can we get out there and start cleaning the mirrors?
Someone can find out. I'm not going to tell you, what will work or not until you do it.
I thought we were just going to run for the rope and go.
There's no way all 5 of us can get up that rope just running for it.
And needing to tie Rothbert off and all that. Yeah, that ain't happening.
How long do you think that'll take? 10
Uh,
minutes?
how long will it take you to climb a rope? Multiply that by 5, because you're not going to be able to pull Rothbert up while somebody else is climbing up the rope. So everybody has to go up one at a time, basically.
Table 9E, rope rate of climbing, rope and wall, we will say it would be once you get past that first few feet. Twice your normal movement rate, which seems weird, honestly.
Huh?
That's really fast.
Yeah, that seems weird. But that's also not, that's like per minute, not per combat round. So if your movement rate's 12, you
can go 24 feet in a minute.
Damn, getting up there's no 20. I think it would be 240.
Yeah.
That seems really fast. Climbing character, okay. Generally not move at full speed. Table 9E, rates of climbing. I should strike this here. Gives multipliers to movement rates for various conditions. Multipliers to characters. Current movement rate, not as maximum unencumbered rate. Result is the rate of the climb for the character. Oh, it's in feet per round. Okay, so yeah, 24 feet per round, but then that is combat rounds. So if you go back to per minute, yeah, it's 240 feet in a minute for the unencumbered human who makes their climbing checks. But yeah, you're still looking at, obviously, some time. The hardest part of the climb is going to be that first 20 or 30 feet before you can brace against the will. Once you're there, it's almost guaranteed you get up eventually.
If we go out in waves, we all take Rothbert, tie him off, set him up. Oh, we can't. No one's going to be there to pull him.
You're going to have to pull it up last. Otherwise, there's not going to be a rope down here for you to climb.
Well, I think he was planning
I'm
to
saying
pull
we can-
Rothbert up, untie him, and throw the rope back down.
Right.
But
No one's going to be up there to pull him. So
well, Fain
hypothetically,
is, but Fain doesn't know that he needs to.
right. Hypothetically, some of us could go out there, tie Rothbert off, climb. Somebody else could climb up the rope and pull him up, and then lower back down while the other people run away.
Clug will climb first, Master. Clug's a good climber.
And then the second shift will go up themselves without Rothbert. Who's the fastest climber? Who's the fastest rope tire?
The
Probably
guy
Clug.
at the top.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess none of the rest of us have climbing skill at all,
So, for what it's worth,
which means it's probably strength and dex over 2.
no, you actually, every character has like 70% climb or something. It's ridiculously high. Where is it? Oh, not base 40%. Which isn't bad. Also, as I found out last week, in good conditions, which it's what it is, at least once you're within the circle of the well, a failure, like for Andrew, it was a negative 5% chance he fails on a failure. So all it really did was slow him down. It's taking him extra time. The part where you're like free climbing the rope, then you might fall. But once you get up inside the circle, you really can't fall anymore. It's just how long is it taking you to actually get up? Which is probably
but
almost
that's not
irrelevant.
where the risk is, so that doesn't really matter.
I understand that, but I'm trying to let you know how that works. So your climb chance is 40% minus something for encumbrance, if you have any. If you have no armor on, you're plus 10%. Humans are the baseline. And is there anything for a rope? Once you're inside the well, it's plus 55% to climb. Because rope and wall is a big bonus. I think you're pretty much straight up climbing a rope.
All right, here's my proposal. We all go out, dragging Rothbert. We send Clug up right away. Basil goes up right away. Teeger and Lelion tie off Rothbert. And when that's done, we run back to this room. So when you guys get to the top, you can pull him up and let the rope back down. Basil's the most wounded. Clug is the most useless. That's why I'm sending them up first.
Useless master.
And then when some time has passed, we'll go back out ourselves and do our best.
There is no dexterity adjustment to climb walls, apparently.
Not even as a feat skill? Oh.
Nope. So most of you would be looking at a base 50% chance to climb with penalties if you are encumbered or wearing armor. If you're tying the rope around someone and pulling them up, there's not a climb check. So there's just, someone's pulling them up at the top.
I have no idea if Basil would agree to this plan, and I'm practically unconscious.
What does Lelion say?
That I don't see us getting out of this, so whatever we do, let's just do something.
All right, let's do it.
All right, Basil's going to throw some fire.
Yeah, we might as well just go. Amidst the confusion.
All right, everybody's going. Who's dragging Rothbert? Or you just want to leave him here. Maybe he'll be fine.
Teeger's gonna shoot arrows at creatures that look threatening.
I guess I'm casting Reduce on Rothbert and then dragging him.
There you go.
You have the option, if you want, to take him out of his armor first. I don't know if you want to, but that would make him 40 pounds lighter.
Yeah,
I don't know that it matters for my drag speed because I have no strength.
That might be true.
Looks like the armor's pretty beat up. You could just leave it here.
Dave, I have 8 strength. I'm already at normal encumbrance just with my normal crap.
All right, Basil will help.
Okay. Well, then give me the fire.
Here, they're okay, sure.
All right.
Clug can throw the fire, master.
No.
Bet he can.
I'm good at burning things. Clug good at burning things.
All right. Are you guys ready? We're going to SWAT team this.
All right.
I kick open the door and look down my
Nice.
sight.
Nice. The door bangs open.
I give Clug the symbol or signal.
You see oh wait, hold on. Let me actually get a baboon on here. Or 2, or 3, or some number. Hold on.
How much fire do I have, Dave?
You can have up to 8.
Okay.
That's how many he's got on his belt.
No.
I wouldn't use them all, though.
Tres. Quattro.
What's happening?
I'm putting some stuff on the map. Hold on.
Oh, I see.
Yo.
Hold on. Stuff's all weird. I gotta turn off player vision so I can see. That would be good. All right, so one of them is kind of in the light. Can you see the ones that are in the darkness, out of curiosity?
Yes.
These two?
Weird.
Yeah.
And the one all the way back to the left, but yes.
I gotta add walls. But anyway, I don't really care. Actually, do that. Yeah, so one of them shies away. But that would be the one you could probably see. He's the one who kept kind of getting close and backing up whenever you'd open the door.
Okay.
Does he back off if we throw fire at him?
I'm throwing fire right here.
Sure. Give me a, I don't know, give me a D20 roll, add your dex bonus.
Okay.
And then probably subtract 2, honestly.
Okay.
Add all those modifiers together.
What about my archery skill? Is that helping?
No, this is grenade-like missiles proficiency, which I think only Dave has.
Yep,
16 would
I'll
be +3, -2, so +1.
You only have a 16 dex? Weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here you go.
All right. You probably just nailed whatever the heck you were throwing at, so
Cool.
it's a pretty good roll. That's an AC -1.
There should be fire right here.
You were so you were like blocking that hallway.
I just want to make it so we can get through here.
I got you. One sec.
All right. Cool.
Oh my gosh. So slow. All right, let's do that. Yeah. Boom. Oh, snapped a grid on.
No.
Just does it for me because it hates me. Okay. And then let's make that torch. Yeah, that'll work. All right. There you go.
Okay.
Do they back off?
What did they do?
Yeah, these you hear hooting and shrieking, and they're definitely retreating out of sight. The one behind you doesn't seem to be coming into the light yet, and this guy was already backing off. So yeah, you can probably see a silhouette because there's the lit well area behind him, but it would be like a massive penalty to shoot at him in the darkness there.
Sure.
All right, so Lelion and Basil are dragging Rothbert, right? Who's 30%, right? Or is it 20%?
I don't know.
Whatever percent. It's like dragging a child. A very heavy child.
As long as we don't see a threat, we're just going to keep going.
Klug is absolutely not in the lead. Good try.
Screaming.
So the light that you guys have is invisible until it's within 20 feet of them, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this thing, let's see here. He had a really bad morale check. He's kind of standing in what he thinks is the darkness, and suddenly you're 20 feet away, and from his perspective, the light just pops into being, which is enough to spook him, and he goes running off to the north.
Excellent.
You definitely hear them all hooting and hollering still.
I yell at Klug to climb up the rope as fast as he can and shove him up there.
Let's see if he was lying about how good of a climber he is. Oh man, Klug shimmies up that rope. Like
He was born to climb.
he was born to do whatever you tell him to.
Basil, get up there.
Sure. Basil goes next.
I start tying Rothbert to the rope.
Hey, Fain, the rope starts pulls really taut or something. I don't know.
I'll go take a look.
I
don't know how well I can see.
Probably not very, it's looking down the well. It's kind of just blinding from all the mirrors and stuff embedded in it. So you probably don't really see what's coming up. You see maybe 100 feet down of rope, and then it's just a bright point of light after that, probably.
Well, I will wait and check as appropriate with my Greek fire ready.
Nice. Oh, that'd be great. Al just asked us to keep him updated on how well you're not doing. Or
Tell him he's climbing the rope.
How much dying we're doing, he said. All right, Dave. Give him a percentile roll.
Okay.
Is he encumbered? First of all,
I have no idea. Here.
let's look. Well, that was a heck of a good roll. By the way, you don't need to hide these rolls because
Because
you're
we'll
gonna
see
know.
them all.
Yeah, he is 0.38 pounds below being encumbered, so that's kind of impressive, actually. Yeah, he gets up into the well part of it, so he's up to the point where he's probably not going to come back down by accident.
Okay.
Clug is as well.
All right, I try to keep an eye on my surroundings and start tying up
Teeger,
Rothbert.
you see, and probably Lelion too. This one down here actually ventures into the light. He's got his arm raised and he's moving slow, but he's kind of coming through here, like walking up the hall. Not like charging at you or anything, but like cautiously approaching.
Okay.
Which one? The one to the north?
Yeah.
Sorry, no, this one way over here to the west.
Oh.
I moved him, but I didn't actually say. My bad, because you probably
That's okay.
were not zoomed out enough to see that.
That's all right. Keep an eye on him and keep tying.
I'm gonna delete Basil from the map. Delete Fain from the map. Delete Clug from the map.
Yeah.
All right. So one thing you're noticing here is there's about 100 feet of extra rope at the bottom. So you're going to tie up Rothbert, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Cut off the extra.
No.
You can just untie that extra 100 feet.
Just, untie it.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you figure it out, and you start tying him. You're working on getting him tied, and this... Oh, let me delete that. This dude gets up to where this door is and slams it shut.
Okay.
Actually, hold up.
That
Weird.
would be bad for us.
There it is. And then I believe from his perspective, the only light where you guys are is the well at the moment, right? And the burning.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you guys are hearing some hooting from the north. And you probably don't see the guy who shut the door anymore. And I don't know, Teeger, I'm gonna... You loop some rope around Rothbert at the armpits, and you tie a few knots in it, and you're like, I hope that holds.
All right. I give it the old double tug.
Yeah, it doesn't really... There's not really any slack right now to do that in, because there's two people still working their way up there.
Right.
So about 20 seconds after you have him tied, but no one's pulling it. Actually, what's Basil's move rate? Basil will be going up at... Why is his move rate 9 if he's not encumbered?
Wearing... No?
Oh, he is encumbered. Who was I looking at before?
He's at 82 of 81.
Okay, he could drop some sling bullets if he wants to get up there.
Well, he handed all his Greek fire off, so here.
Oh, there you go. I'll do it. All right. So he's making 12 feet around. Yeah, honestly, you probably have Rothbert tied about the time he gets into the well part of it. So Basil's really just barely above you.
I thought it was 24 feet around. I thought you said it was twice.
You're right. My bad. Well, the first part isn't as fast because you're not bracing against the wall. But yeah,
Right.
but you're right. It should be 24 after that. So you guys have Rothbert tied on, but it looks like it's going to be some time. What's your are you taking a defensive position? Like, what are you doing for the next minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes? You gonna start climbing and leave him there to pull him up, or are you gonna defend him? Or
I'm gonna hold my ground.
how about
You
Lelion?
can always throw some fire and just get it started in those hallways.
I'm going to throw fire, and then if it's still not pulling him up, I'm going up, and then I'll pull him up.
Cool.
Or something.
That one fire's probably burning out right about now. It's probably been, Go ahead.
So I'm casting my last spell, really, of the day, Fire Water, and throwing it on that fire down there.
Okay, yeah, that'll flare back up again. All right. Oops, I don't know why I moved you, Teeger. Sorry.
That's all right. So Rothbert's just gonna get chewed on while the two of us go up there.
Would you rather be the one chewed on?
If you lay down some fire, they might not show up.
Fair enough.
I did what I could in the way of fire. I have literally nothing else I can do.
All
I
right.
gave all the Greek fire to Teeger, and he's just holding on to it.
If you
I'm
put
waiting for. Go ahead.
if you set Rothbert on fire, they might leave him alone. Just saying.
I'm keeping my eye on these doors over here to see if I see anything coming. Any shadows or anything like that. But otherwise, I'm just waiting.
All right. So it's been a few rounds, and you see this guy loping up fast on you all of a sudden.
Did he go around the fire I just expanded down there?
Would yours have made it able to cross this whole thing?
I don't know about that. Technically, it burns out pretty quickly. It more flashes than anything.
No. Assuming it can spill into the hall a little bit, because you guys got past it. But assuming your new burst spills it out in the hall more, then no. We'll say he doesn't until that burns out. Okay. Well, unfortunately, they're still climbing, and that takes time. From the north, however, Teeger, you do see one
All right.
baboon.
As he comes in range, I want to chuck fire at him.
So if I remember, you guys can see slightly farther than... is your light radius farther than when they see it? I forgot the exact... Okay. So you see him come loping into view, and you can probably do whatever you're going to do.
Yeah.
Because as he crosses those 10 feet or so of difference...
He gets surprised.
I see how he kind of pulls up short. And Yeah.
All right. I'm chucking.
All right, D20. +2, +1. That should hit him or the ground or whatever you were aiming for.
Right here, whatever that is. I can't really tell.
Cool. All right. You got some fire going there. You know from the...
Do it in the other hallway, too.
Over here?
Is there any reason not to just drop it right in the doorway there?
Okay, sure. I throw one right here.
Is that what you want to do? I can move it.
I was shooting for that dark spot. Yep.
All right.
So can a rope hold 5 guys?
Depends how good those knots were. Let me double check what he rolled. Did I make you roll that, Andrew?
If it was rolled, then you rolled it.
That's right. I did roll it. Okay. Man. Let's just do it that way. So you know from the past, Greek fire tends to burn 3 to 5 rounds on average, probably. At this point, it's like 15 rounds for Basil to get up. No, wait, doubles 24. Yeah, it's like 10, 11, 12 rounds, somewhere like that. He's beyond your sight now, going up. Although actually he probably gets slowed down by Klug, who's slower because he's short. So no one's pulling Rothbert up yet. These fires are probably starting to burn out, but nothing has tried to come through them or anything yet. Do you have more to throw as they start to?
I have 5 more.
All right, you just gonna do 2 more in each spot? I won't make you roll at this
point. I will throw them
point.
when I see them coming.
Okay. That probably buys you an extra 2 rounds.
Can I see them through the kind of like smoke and fire here?
No, probably not, because they're actually trying to stay out of the fire.
Yeah.
So eventually this one, as it darkens, comes up, rears up short as he gets in the light. You throw another one. I'm not going to make you roll at this point, because you're just kind of trying to splash that area in front of him. Ditto with this. That probably buys you another 5 rounds. Do it again. 5 rounds from then?
If they're coming, I'm throwing.
All right, so mark off 4 of those, because that just bought you about 10 rounds. At this point...
I have 1 left? Is that what you're saying?
Wait, that should have been...
Go ahead.
Sorry, you go on first.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, that should have been... Well, then you...
That's at least 5.
Yes.
1 in the hall as we were coming down, and then 2 on each north and east, or north and west corridors.
Yeah, for 10 rounds, that would have been 2 on each of them.
Yes. I have
so we're left. 5 of our 8 down.
Okay.
Yep. And at this point,
we're losing somebody. You guys might as well just climb the rope. Go ahead, climb the rope.
At this point, Fain, you can see just way below you, like 100 feet below you, a goblin climbing up the rope. He looks sort of familiar. It could be Klug. I don't know. Depends how racist you are if you can tell it's him.
I mean, I guess I'll wait.
I mean, he's climbing.
Racism works.
He's climbing as fast as he can, but it's about 12 feet around. So,
and he sees Basil right behind him.
I'd say all told, it's probably been about 15 rounds since Klug started climbing. That's simple math, but my brain's not working. He's over halfway up, but he's still got a ways to go. Unfortunately, I don't think Basil's going to try to climb over him, so they're slowed at the moment by Klug's speed.
For a mere 10 gold, Basil can just push him down the well.
It's true. What's Basil's alignment? I don't think.
Basil?
He doesn't have one on his sheet. Interesting.
I don't know.
Oh, actually, I think he told me about stuff.
Lawful neutral is on his sheet.
I just wrote it there.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. I think Klug falling directly on top of Rothbert would probably kill him anyway.
Yeah.
All right. You got how many Greek fires left?
Not enough. Why don't you guys just climb the rope?
Yeah, I'm basically holding these guys off as long as I have the munitions to do so, and then I'm going to head up.
How many do you have left?
I have 3.
Okay. So you do another pair of them?
Now.
Yeah.
All right.
I leave at that point.
You're going to waste 10 rounds to start later.
I don't know how much this rope can hold. It's like, what, 700
So
pounds?
we already screwed up by sending Clug first. Beyond that, just here. While you're doing that, I tie the remainder back on there, grab on, hopefully they start pulling in the middle.
Okay.
And I start climbing.
Yeah, give me a climb roll. 50%, I think. Unless you're got something going on.
No armor on.
Plus 10. Hey. That's what you needed. All right. Yeah, you shimmy up the rope like it's gym class and get up into the well. Teeger.
Taking my armor off too. It matters, right?
It would help you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you throw another pair of those. You're probably down to 1 Greek fire at this point.
Yep.
You take your armor off, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
1 sec.
As soon as I get up into the well, I just start screaming up to the top, pull.
It probably is not intelligible to Fain, but maybe to Basil and them, who could repeat it. That said, I'm not sure Fain can pull that much weight. Yeah, it would be minus 25% if you keep your studded leather on. So, is that what you wear?
No, I'm in chainmail.
Yeah, you want to get that off.
It's off.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
I don't know. You got 1 Greek fire left. You gonna throw that one before you go?
I'm gonna save it to drop it.
On Rothbert?
Like, no, that's a bad idea. I'll throw it.
Okay. I mean, don't let me talk you out of it.
Yeah, I throw it down this way.
Okay. Alrighty, and then you start climbing. Go ahead and make a roll.
Is it just a D20?
It is a percentile. You guys are on top of the checks tonight. All right, you start shimmying up the rope. At this point, that would be, I don't know, we'll call it maybe 8 more rounds. Yeah. Okay. Fain, there's people in the yelling pull, but
I can max press 195 pounds.
yeah. You're not doing a lot of pulling. Let me make a roll. All right. At this point, Rothbert's probably passed out again, too. Too much stress. So, you're all up in the well, except for Rothbert. Teeger's probably like 80 feet up when he starts hearing a bunch of hooting below him. And the light's starting to die out down there. And right about then, I think Basil and Klug would be getting up to the top. Because assuming you... where'd you put the fire? You said down the left hallway?
Yes.
Actually, I guess you wouldn't even see if it was dying out or not. All right. Basically, what it comes down to is whether or not they just start bashing on a guy who already looks dead tied to a rope. I'm not actually sure they would. So I got to think about this. What else is down there? There's your studded leather armor is just laying there in a pile, right? There's a few of their corpses scattered around in there. I mean, essentially, Rothbert looks dead, I think. He's at -8 hit points. He's
Technically, I guess at the very least, my lantern's probably down there once they get close enough.
Hey, Eric, how long's your spell last? The reduce.
Is that in combat or out of combat rounds?
We'll say out of combat.
Then 15 rounds. So
15 minutes? Okay. I was trying to think about what happens if he's tied real snug around the waist and then he expands.
I was thinking about that as soon as they were tying him up.
I think this will be over. I think this would be over in less than 15 minutes, though. So, one way or the other. But Dave, that would have been a really cool character death. Admit it.
Yeah.
Even if it was just you take a D4 damage.
I thought we'd said it was out of combat. That's why I did it. But
yeah. No, you did. You did. But that's why I had to ask. I wasn't sure. All right, let's do it this way. You guys get up. You can't really do much pulling, probably, at least until Lelion's out of there. Although, honestly, Lelion's probably behind Basil by the time Club gets to the top.
And I just realized what I should have done to make it go quicker that way, too. Oh, well.
I think... What you got on you, Rothbert?
Do what?
I'm checking your inventory.
Oh, we took off that armor because it was beat to shit and left it behind.
I would take your shield off too. I doubt that's coming with you.
Yeah, okay.
And remove your backpack as well.
Oh, jeez. All right.
You guys do eventually haul Rothbert up, and he does not look like he was murdered. He looks like he's already dead, but he's not. But it looks like they had ripped his backpack off him because it's not there anymore. Yeah, your shield would be gone. You could probably still have your warhammer. I assume that's tucked in your belt or something somehow.
Yeah.
I think your belt pouch would probably still be there. Yeah, I have the feeling they just would have been like ripping your backpack off you to get at the rations inside. So, whatever is in your backpack is currently gone. If you want to stick in the party sheet so I know, because it would be back down there for later.
Okay.
Hold on. You going to bed? Is that what you can? What? Yeah, it's by the TV, I think. You can what? Oh, okay. Good shot. All right, yeah, you can take it. If you use my earphones, though, make sure you put them somewhere I can find them. Okay. Well, that too. Sorry, guys. My daughter was going to bed and I need to borrow my phone. Anyway. Yeah, so I think Rothbert is probably alive. And I'm assuming all of you put together start hauling him up. I guess the question is, what do they do when they see him dangling there like a piñata as you pull him? But no, he's fine. They're not like bloodthirsty must kill things just because that already look dead.
Is he out of the danger zone now?
Yeah, I made a roll on my end. I was like, all right, there's probably a chance that they're right next to him when you're pulling him up and just swat at him because reflex.
Monkeys, yeah.
But there weren't really any near him as you started hauling.
And then we keep banging his head into the side of the well as we pull him up.
That's actually... It's
like that scene in Hot Shots.
I mean,
he's going to get killed, didn't you?
He is at -8 hit points. All right. Here we go.
I'll be
20%.
right back. Sorry.
All right, Dave.
Yep.
I gave it a 20% chance you died on the way up just from banging against the walls, but
Okay.
I rolled a 39. So
All right.
Rothbert's scraped all to hell, but not in a way that does hit point damage. Apparently, they did a good job tying you on there. It must be because you're reduced. There's just less to bang into the wall. So all told, that entire ordeal probably took about 10 minutes between you guys running out there and tying Rothbert on and everybody climbing up and then hauling him up. And now you're all at the top with a whole lot of rope and a dead-looking Rothbert. What would you like to do?
Pick him up and carry him back to the inn.
Cool. That was cool. I deleted that, and it deleted the light, too. I wasn't expecting that. All right. All right. Let's see if you die up top before you get back to the inn. Almost. All right, you guys. I assume the stronger of you, which would be Fain and Teeger, are carrying Rothbert because you don't really.
Actually, Basil is pretty damn strong.
Is he? All right. He might be a good candidate then. Oh, yeah, he's a battle mage. Because you probably don't want to drag him through here. He'd probably die dragging him through the ruins. Oh, speaking of which, ruins map.
We did come up under the well, right? Or out of the well, right there next to the pyramid.
Yeah, you're where this arrow points.
Okay.
This map is so weird when you zoom out and in, like what it does for the shaded area. Okay, so it's about 11. So, I don't know. You guys start hauling.
Rope is back on the party sheet if you want it.
Are you carrying all that hemp rope, or?
No, I'm carrying 50 feet of rope like I used to. I mean, I'll trudge it back to the inn, but I'm not going to keep it past then.
All right, so Rothbert had the backpack. What was the battle axe from? Is that Rothbert?
That was in there already, I think.
Oh.
There was something else in there already.
Well, let me get it out of there.
Battle axe and the light crossbow.
There's a broken shield and a battle axe on the mosaic floor room. So it's probably that battle axe.
Okay. That would do it. Oh my god, it keeps disappearing. Chainmail. Potion. Rations. Need to drag those. Those are gone. Shield. Splint. Torches. Okay. I have now cataloged those. You may find them later. Who knows?
I think that light crossbow was on there at the same time the battle axe was.
Makes sense. All right, so the rope is either... Who's going to take that back? No one? I'm going to assume it's all coiled up at the top of the well, if no one ends up taking it.
Hold on.
50 foot of that silk is Rothbert's, but he's in no position to pick it up.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm bringing it to the inn. I'm just not keeping it with me after that.
Okay. You're bringing all of it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No problem. You guys figure it out. I'll leave it in there. All right, you guys get back to the inn. You drag Rothbert in. Forgot the guy's name. Kronos Kettlebelly. Motions for you to take him upstairs. I think you guys still have your rooms today.
Should.
What did I miss?
You guys are back at the inn, pretty much. As you're dragging him probably upstairs, he reminds you that Estelle provides healing services for a reasonable price that you probably can't afford. But for 100 gold, she'll get him back on his feet again.
No, it's cool. He drank some dust earlier. He's okay.
All right. Gotta bring up my game calendar here.
It's supposed to be May 6th.
Yep. Party goes back beneath the pyramid. It's teleported to baboons. What did you guys do on those other days? Were you hanging out? Healing? I assume that's what was going on. All right. I actually think you guys need to re-up your room if you want.
How much
You
was
can
it?
take some money off Rothbert. He's obviously going to be needing it.
He can't stop you.
It's true too.
It was 3 gold a week for a bed in the bunk room.
Got it. I'm paid up.
You will have to pay for your slave as well.
Fine. You can't just sleep under the bed.
No, he wants just like a real hotel. It doesn't matter how you're cramming the people in there; they want their money. But unlike a real hotel, this guy can definitely see what you're doing.
All right.
And also, assuming you're going to be staying here for a while, you're looking at probably 6 silver a day for simple meals. So,
Where can I level up in Gasterwick, or do I have to go somewhere stupid?
no,
Or
you could,
like a kick-ass monk, can I just go out in the backyard, do some moves, and then come back in as level 2?
No, you need to head back to Gosterwick.
All right, Derek.
Hmm?
I got a question about natural healing.
Yeah.
If you read the section on healing, it says if you normally get 1, 2 with light activity, 3 if you don't do anything like bed rest.
Yep.
And those numbers can be improved if you use herbalism and the healing skills and all that other stuff.
Yep.
If you go read the herbalism and the healing skills, they say if you use herbalism and healing, you can get 3 back a day.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm cool with 3 back a day before you make any rolls. So I guess
Okay.
herbalism could do more. We'll say it's additive.
Okay. Does that mean so if I do nothing but sleep, then it's 3 days until I'm conscious?
Sounds like.
Okay.
And I don't want to look for it right now, but I feel like I remember rules where if you were negative, it's actually bad and you can get worse. But we're just going to ignore that for now.
Okay. So yeah, if you guys throw me in a bed, it'll take me 3 days to wake up. And then another day of prayer, and I can probably start healing myself.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know if the monk would be more cleric or more fighter for training. I'll assume you could kind of take your pick. You might be more fighter. You can be trained. We were saying you didn't actually have to do a trainer, right? That was just if you were getting skills. I believe we said that, right? We weren't doing training costs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, you just need to make up a thing that you're doing when you're in town. If you were actually doing like by the book training, or if you're going to get skills that are like related to certain things,
I need a spear proficiency, but I don't have money for that yet anyway, so I can do that separate or later.
yeah, if you're going to be learning new like proficiencies and stuff, fighters have training available at the Azure Keep, which is where the knights are. Their arms master does training. Rangers, there's the chief huntswoman of Lady Alexia, willing to train people. I don't think anyone else cares. It's just the monk right now, right? Because he's got a low XP requirement. Maybe Dave.
Yeah. I got second level as soon as we stepped in the dungeon.
There are definitely temples there. In fact, there's a temple of Lucreon there, which is your god, right?
Yep.
So that would definitely be where you would go during your week. You won't be paying money, but I mean that would make sense. For the monk, you can just, I don't know, go break boards behind the inn or something. I don't know. You figure it out. I'm not going to allow it up here in dangerous territory, though. Unless you want me to roll a lot of wandering monster checks while you're out there. Okay, so it sounds like, well, no, but like I don't consider this inn a place you could really rest for training purposes. It sounds like you're waiting about 3 days for Rothbert to be conscious, right?
Yes.
Okay. No problem. 3 days pass. We'll just get to it. And now you're conscious. Does that mean you start casting spells?
If I wake up in time enough to pray for spells, then sure.
Oh, it's great though. You guys are missing out on the rain outside. It's been some rainy days. Finally. You guys are probably getting bored as shit just sitting around this inn too.
You want to reset the day so our spells come back?
Yeah, I can do that, but also go ahead and just like you know how many you have, so go ahead and roll it manually if you want. All right, so you'd be at 1 hit point after 3 days of rest. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I put your consciousness on the wrong day. Actually, 3 full days of rest, right?
Yes. It's got me back to +1.
All right, so we're going to say it's the 10th when you start casting spells again.
Okay. So I'm 17. So I am 11 down.
Oh, that's right. This calendar doesn't match up. It's Saturday the 10th, not Friday the 10th. Whatever.
All right. So the next day, I can cast some more spells. Does anybody else need healing?
I need healing. I'm down 14.
You know, for just 100 gold, Estelle will heal you.
You
Well, it's been
healed
3 days. You would have gotten 9 of those back, probably.
Yeah, you would have gotten it 9.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm at 5.
I'll
Yeah.
heal Basil.
All right.
He doesn't have that many hit points, actually.
And I cast all those spells on me that day, so everybody else gets 3 more back before healing starts again the next day.
Teeger had a weird initiative. I just want to clear it. All right, so you guys spent 3 days waiting for Rothbert to wake up. Spent another day after he woke up with him casting heals. What do you, just in a general sense, what do you do all day at the inn? Just like drink? Sit in your room?
Sleep.
I drink a lot. I'll mark off some more gold for that.
I go
Okay.
for walks around town.
You go for
There's no-
walking through the ruins by yourself?
No.
There's not a
Just like-
town.
Then no, I guess. There's
I
no,
mean,
like,
you could
safe
walk
road.
in the immediate outside.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Adam, though? There are a lot of opportunities to gamble here with these guys. And you've
I
got
would
a
love to
lot of time on your hand.
Yes.
Hmm.
I want to gamble as much and as often as I can, down to a certain threshold.
Yeah, well, that's not really how that works, but
I can choose to save some back.
I don't think you understand how addiction works.
Listen, I've lived on this street before. It's no fun.
What is it, gaming for you? Is that the skill? Yeah. Hey, go ahead and give me a gaming roll. So we'll see how much you win or lose over this time.
Everybody's full on the 5th day.
That was a pretty bad roll, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the upside is most of the guys who actually are gambling with you don't have a lot of money to gamble with. You're gambling silvers, not golds. Despite that, you managed to lose 24 gold over the time you're here.
Cool.
You almost
deal.
Why are you so bad at this?
and Fain's probably really drunk most of the time. All right, looks like everyone's healed except maybe Teeger. Although you get another 3 back because you're staying here another day.
I cast spells on him. Am I muted?
No, but he's... Did you apply it to him? No, you just rolled it.
No, I just rolled the number.
All right, then
Okay.
sure, he's full.
Okay.
All right. Are you going back the day you cast all those spells, or are you waiting another day on top of that?
You guys want to travel without healing? That's fine.
I wasn't proposing anything. I was just asking.
Oh, I'm asking the rest of the party. If
I
we're
think we'll
okay
be fine.
traveling healing, that's fine. We can do it.
Are we going back to the city?
Sounds like we got 2 people that need to level up.
Okay, let's do it.
It's good though, Adam, because the gambling's even better there.
Sweet.
Are we going back the day we have no healing?
Yes.
All right.
All right. So
Day
I don't
5.
know that you even needed as much healing as you rolled, by the way. You might have 1 or 2 of those left. Well, no, probably not, actually.
Nah,
Party
I
heads
rolled-
back
yeah.
to Gosterwick. All right.
What date do you have at this point?
The 11th is when you're heading back. Because Dave regained consciousness on the 10th, prayed for spells, cast them, waited a day, cast spells again, and then I think you leave right after he does that. Does that sound right, Dave?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys head through the city uneventfully. Kronos seems happy to see you guys go because you weren't big spenders here, except for maybe Fain. He's not like, get out of here, but he wants you to go, get a bunch of treasures. You can come back and sell
I
it here.
mean,
You can get his cut.
sounds like Teeger was a big spender here.
Well, yeah, but not for Kronos. That was more like his men slowly taking Teeger's money. Then you guys start working your way down the cliff face. And going down is faster than coming up.
Is it raining?
No, the rain ended a couple days ago. It's mostly cloudy, a little bit foggy. I guess there is some drizzle. If you were to go down the well today, it would probably be dark down there due to the overcast nature of the day. But no, you guys get all the way down the trail without running into anyone or anything. And head back to Gosterwick from the bottom, I assume. Get there probably 1 in the afternoon, maybe 2. It's a lot quicker going back. And I assume you're now taking a week to level.
Yeah.
All right. Rothbert and Fain start leveling.
Are you turning Klug in, or are you just going to keep him?
He's my buddy.
Well, you are expected to pay the 2 silver a day rental fee. Oh, by the way, I didn't make this clear. I should have. You know how it was 10 gold if he dies?
Yeah.
That was an upfront cost you have to pay that you get back if you return him in condition.
It's like a deposit.
Yeah.
Sure.
How
How much?
You
how many days has it been?
that's a good question. They probably thought he was dead by now. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
No, Klug don't want to go back, Master.
Can I just buy him out?
Yeah. You can own a slave.
How much is that?
You'd think it would only be 10 gold, but it's not. It's 25. It's weird.
All right. I'm dropping 25 on Klug.
I mean, you're just going to lose that gambling anyway, so you might as well spend it.
I gotta get down to 0. You're just gonna keep taking it from me.
Is Klug free or is he yours?
He's mine, man.
All right, you own a slave. Good to know. Go ahead, Dave. What?
When I click the plus button, it tells me unable to find record to match link dropped. Check to make select modules are open.
Do you have the player's handbook loaded?
Let's see, that would be under records, modules, no, menu, modules.
But otherwise,
GMG, PHB.
And I just do Arden Vul player info as well.
it worked for me, so I did it. I will let you roll your hit points. It gave you a 1. I'll let you do the roll. I'm going to remove that 1 though, so you have to add back in whatever.
Do I need to add like the AD&D book, or is the Hackmaster PHP enough?
I think it's the Hackmaster PHP. If it's not working for you, I don't know why.
Okay.
It works for me, so I can hit the buttons. I did hit the button, in fact. Go ahead and roll your hit points though, and I'll record
All
it.
right. What's Cleric Hit Points?
D8.
D8?
You can't do worse than it auto rolled for you. So
What did it auto roll?
1.
Even with my +2 from Con?
No, but you get the +2 from Con. This was the roll was a 1. See, that's way better.
Right. So I got 9 extra hit points.
Yeah, Andrew. Before I do yours, do you want what it gives you, or do you want to roll yourself?
Oh, it gave me. I rolled a 3 and I have 1 con. It's fine.
Oh, you already did. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you guys take care of that. I need to use the restroom, so let's take a little break. And those of you leveling can, roll your stat gains or whatever, and then we'll rejoin in a moment.
Oh, God. Where are the stat gain numbers? Items, images, story.
1 sec. I think I have a chart for it in here. Oh, shoot.
What was it under? Was it understories?
Yeah, I think it's in here. It's that one, fractional.
There it is. Okay.
I don't know
Cool.
why it doesn't have. I don't know what Soul Practitioner falls under, but
Totally different.
yeah. Well, we'll figure it out when Eric looks. Well, what is it, like 3,000 for you?
Yep.
Yikes.
I think it's still just normal mage though.
Oh, really? Normal
A
mage is
lot of my stuff-
2,500.
No. Sorry, not the XP. The fractional.
Oh, okay.
A
That
lot
makes
of my
sense.
level up stuff is mage, just slower.
The only other thing I could see it being is if it's whatever the transmuter is. Follows that one.
Maybe.
Anyway, I use the restroom, so I'll be back. So my thought was the baboons killed those two guys that were in the room with the continual light, and they didn't drag those bodies off or eat them. So I figured that's why, if Rothbert looked dead, they probably just let him lay there.
For them, it's about the journey, not the destination.
It was hard to decide if he should die there or not.
I'm surprised you didn't have him start climbing up the rope.
They don't want to go up into the light. Honestly, I don't know. I guess maybe they could. I think from their perspective, it's more you're invading their territory, not so much we want to chase you out and murder you just because we like murdering things.
Are they magical monkeys that don't have to eat?
No. Apparently they're magical in that they can see in the dark, though. That part, apparently. So I'm assuming normal baboons in real life do not have this thing called dark vision or infravision. All right, hey Dave. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Oh, I don't have to roll spells. You're a priest.
Yeah.
You just get some. You effectively just doubled your cure lights.
Yep.
2d4,
And we get,
baby.
we get 2 honor for leveling?
Yes. And let's see. Hard to say if there should be any honor gain or loss in there. I don't know.
Or if you're getting hauled out?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see the whole thing as a wash, but I don't know. If anyone wants to make a case for something, I'd listen.
Am I restricted to my racial maximums during the level up process as well?
Huh. My initial thought was yes. Because it's a racial maximum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with yes. You did not become a D4 more beautiful. But think of it this way. You're at maximum human beauty. Okay, now you're at maximum human beauty.
I'm curious if that'll break the game or not.
I
Oh, it wouldn't. It won't let me go above 100.
was going to say,
I tried to go to 111. Just track it that way. I guess it doesn't matter.
you can put it in the notes field if you want to keep track of it.
For when I get level drained.
Man, you're not in great honor anymore.
No, that's terrible. And even after I save the whole party. I don't think my armor class went down.
Yeah, it's broken. I haven't fixed that code yet. I have a
Plus side, I'm 3 hit dice now, which is good for getting sleep cast at us.
What should your armor class be?
I mean, it should just be 1 better, I think.
6. It's not every level. It is every level for a while, though. All right, 6 should
In
be
the
your base
beginning.
armor class. Let me...
By the time it's not every level, it kind of doesn't matter anymore.
All right, your base armor class is 6 now. So I think once you're... It's not going to show the right thing on your sheet, I think, but it will... What is the MISC -3 you're getting? Did you do something to edit it?
I did not.
As far as you know, you should only have Dex on top of your monk thing, right?
Yeah, other than acrobatics, but that's not tracked there.
I'm going to try to have you hit yourself for a second and see what armor class it tells me. Well, that's not right. Oh, I'd have to.
Well,
remove
that
you.
was with
I'd have to.
acrobatics. Sweet.
I'd have to remove you and re-add you for it to pick up the change I just made, or I can type it in manually. Now I think we'll be good.
Okay.
Yeah. So you should be at 2-1 with acrobatics.
Yeah.
So if I throw this dagger, it should only be 2 instead of 3. Or 2 instead of 1. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right. You guys need more time? Or you good? You know what? I have a button for that. Basil probably needs spells. I'm going to give him a sleep, a fireball, magic. Oh, did you already do it, Dave?
Do what?
Are you just keeping the same spells he had? Why does he have level 2 find traps?
Basil? I don't know. I haven't even looked at his spells.
Oh, he's got a scroll. He's got a scroll.
Can I edit this?
Edit what?
I don't think I can edit this. Can you update my proficient unarmed attack
Yeah.
to be D6 instead of D4?
You can't edit that? Weird.
I don't know why I have 2 unarmed attacks on my sheet and one of
Oh,
them
I think it added the D6 one. I think every time you level, it's going to add the new one, and then I have to make it proficient. So I'll delete the other one, and I'll just make you proficient.
And now I can kill people with chopsticks, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Or, whatever you want. Freddy Krueger glove, perhaps.
A branch It's a bush I found, some leaves, a magazine, whatever.
All right. In that week, I'm gonna go looking for armor to purchase.
Okay.
What's the sale price around here?
Good question. I had that answer a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Now I got to look it up again. I think it was 110%.
Okay.
God, that's the worst way to do that stuff. Story. Yeah. Smith. Or in the Smith. 110%. If you're looking for metal armor, which I'm assuming you are. There's also that one shop selling Imperial Field Plate for 5,000 gold. +1 arrows have gone up in price to 10 gold.
Lame.
All right. Oh, yeah. Where's your chainmail, Adam?
It's at the bottom of a hole in the ground.
Yeah, let me...
One of the baboons might be wearing it now.
Just steal that from you.
How much is chainmail?
350, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What's the next worst thing?
Armor's all pretty expensive.
What can I get for 28?
A slave.
A cardboard box.
Like a wall of slaves in front of you, honestly. Leather armor is 5.
Perfect.
Studded leather is 40. So, yeah.
Dang.
Leather armor. Pretty much. You know, in basic D&D, I happen to be looking at the book for that. Plate mail is 60 gold. It's like each AC is 10 gold. Which is weird because they give gold out like candy in basic D&D too.
Well, you die in one hit as well.
That's true.
So there's that.
There's that. All right. Anyway, those of you who weren't leveling, got anything you need to do over that week?
I've got some money in my pocket.
I bet Teeger's made a lot of money.
All right. Yeah. Let's see.
I've only got 21 gold to spare now.
Well, you've
What's
gone
a
into
week
debt
of
before.
living expenses here without being extravagant.
If you guys share a room, you can get 1 gold per 3 people per night. So, I don't know, call it 3 silver a day for a room. Throw in the meals, you're looking at about 8 silver a day. If you're going real broke ass, you don't want a private room. You don't mind maybe your stuff getting stolen. You can get a bunk bed in the dorms for 1 silver a night. And eat pretty much just soup and bread for 3. So like 4 silver a day.
I don't want my stuff to get stolen.
I mean, I'm not saying it would be stolen.
I've got this nice longbow.
You wake up in the morning and someone has stolen your goblin manservant.
Who you own.
You should give him a title of some kind. Can he be your butler?
He's my number 1.
Hey, your gaming roll wasn't so bad this time. You only lost about 5 gold
Oh, cool.
over that week.
I should just have Klug start gambling. We can double time it.
He doesn't have money or possessions. Oh yeah, double what you just spent if you're paying for him.
Yeah,
Because otherwise he has to run off.
Can I put like clothes on him?
Well, he's not naked, but yeah.
Okay. non-slave
Like a-
clothes,
Like a tux.
something respectable.
Yeah, get him a tux. That'll be great. Yeah, you can get him some clothes.
All right,
And like a gold tipped cane.
gonna get some
I
nice.
mean, you can get him leather armor. Oh, you don't care about that
Is that
much.
gonna
Okay,
slow
never
him
mind.
down?
Not really.
And a short sword, maybe, in case he needs to defend himself. It's cool. I've already equipped him for you.
He's happy because he's free.
All right. Do they make tiny goblin-sized armor? Seems unlikely.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, cool.
Uh,
Put some armor on him.
it's less common, but between there being halflings and goblins, they do have. They probably don't make goblin-sized plate mail. That's probably too uncommon. But all right, I'll put some leather armor on him.
Oh, I'm on it.
Oh, okay.
I'll get him a little dagger just in case things get bad.
Sure. He's not proficient with it, but he'll take it.
Use this wisely, Clug.
He's not proficient with anything.
All right. I've got 7 whole gold in my pocket.
Oh man, I gotta. If he's gonna be around, I gotta set his stats because they're all 10s right now. All right. A 9 strength. A 13 dex. Con, he's kind of hardy. 12. Intelligence. 9.
He's got a lot of weight.
Wisdom. Yeah, he's about a 6.
What?
Charisma. Yeah, he's probably down there around an 8. Comeliness. We'll just leave it at 9.
He looks good for a goblin.
He's got kind of that pathetic puppy dog look.
He's dressed for success, though.
Sure is. He doesn't look like it by his portrait, but... Okay. A week passes. People train. It is the 19th. It is a bright and sunny day. It's 67 degrees out because it's always 67 degrees out no matter what time of year it is, apparently.
Are you guys poor like me, or is it just me? I only have 5 gold.
I have some cash.
Getting
No,
there, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've made negative money, I think, on our last 2 tracks, so that's not great.
I lost 2 suits of armor that were worth,
But we have picked up a
$100.
new friend.
You do have a cool magic ring, though.
True.
I thought we had 2 of them.
Well, he's bound to gamble one away eventually, but...
That's true.
Yeah, no, Basil has the other one. All right, the 19th comes. And, you guys heading back?
Yeah.
I haven't heard from you, Eric. Just making sure there's no spells you're looking for or anything over that week in town.
That would require cash.
Fair enough. All right.
We should go ask that pillar where that teleporter took us to.
Yeah. First, let's see. So, plan is just go back up to the city.
Yeah.
All right. Your trip to the top is uneventful. Your trip to the pyramid is uneventful. It
What
is
time is it?
probably about 5 p.m. Yeah, 5 p.m. 6 p.m. because I had a button for that. You got about 2 hours of daylight left, but what do you care? You're going to be underground anyway.
Yeah. Going in?
Everyone got their spells?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. How do you rotate the arms on that statue? Up or
Both
straight out?
out.
Just a sec.
Both straight out goes to the halfling zone. Unless you want to go the other way, but then we weren't sure if we could get out, right?
Correct. So yeah, both straight out.
Okay. And you continue down to the halfling zone. I wonder if there's going to be a treasure map there, like every single time there seems to be. Nope. No treasure map this time. Maybe they think you died. It's been a week and a half or 2 weeks. All right, so you guys go down to Halfling Zone. Let me pull that map up. Where the hell is that map? All right. I'll find it. It's in here somewhere. Images, maps. Aha! The Halfling Zone. Oh god, my computer's dying when I open it. And slap the party on here. There you go. Hopefully you can all see. Everyone see themselves on there?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Where are you headed?
Think I want to skirt around these guys?
The room is unlit. You do hear them yell out, "Who goes there?" from the other side of the portcullis.
Before we got down here, am I recasting my spell on our lights?
It was mostly useful.
Okay.
If so, they do not yell, "Who goes there?"
I mean, they might
Just
hear
get
us,
us-
but yeah, they won't
Get
see us.
ourselves to silence, and my goodness.
They might, but they're not going to shout out if they don't see the light. Because it's probably something bad if it moves around in the dark.
Fair enough. Okay.
All right, where are we going? I gotta get this pit trap out of here.
Wonder how my big barrel of oil is doing.
Oh yeah. Party heads south, and you start to see that green mist along the floor. Clue coming too, Master. Oh,
Okay.
that's you up there. I thought you were moving without him. My bad.
No, it wasn't letting me drag my characters for some reason.
That's weird. Hey, there's a pyramid over there, guys. Magic mouths start talking to you as you walk by. I believe you remember both those magic mouths.
Yep.
This room's supposed to be lit. Is it not?
Which room?
This is the pool room. Is the light not there? Why is that light not on? Okay.
Should we go to the treasure room?
Guys, is this... Hold on. I think my app's dying.
Do we
Is
want
this-
to go over to the column and ask it a question about where that pyramid took us?
Is this area lit for you?
No.
What the hell?
Only when.
Oh, did I disable the light? No.
Is the
Oh,
magic
fuck.
mouse talking to us again? That guy's awesome.
No, wait. It was. Yeah, it's lit. There.
Really? Man.
See it now.
I am not. Whoa. It like just popped in for me. All right. I think it's because I think my computer has to render everybody's light sources when you all move, and I think sometimes it gets a little slow. All right, you were at the obelisk, monolith. I don't remember what I called it last time. Obelisk. I said, not obelisk, obelisk. I need to pronounce that correctly. Anyway, the pillar. There it is.
Who wants to get zapped?
I can do it.
First, I take my armor off.
All right. Was it just touch it and ask a question?
Yeah, rub it.
Okay.
The rubbing's important.
So I asked, if you take the pyramid down, how do you get back? Yeah. Probably a poor way to do it, but oh well.
I mean, if he's as cool a god as he's supposed to be, he'll know what you mean. Of course, there are multiple pyramids.
Sure.
Question unclear. Ask again later. No. I think it just doesn't answer.
Okay. I'll try again. So I looked at the rest of the party, and the pyramid had a lever on the top. Is that right?
Yeah, plunger.
Some kind of lever or plunger or whatever. So I'll touch the column and ask the pyramid with the plunger sends us where?
All right. Well, I'm just looking up a name of something. The Pyramid of Venerable Age takes you to its counterpart above in the Halls of Thoth.
All right.
Oh, and you get shot. Sorry, hold on.
I don't have metal armor on. I have hide.
Even better. Yeah, we'll say it doesn't damage the armor then in this case.
All right. Go ahead.
Give yourself 4 damage.
Okay. I will ask one more question. How do we return to this level from the Pyramid of Venerable Age's counterpart?
Was it press down or pull up? Shoot, one sec.
There was no lever on the other one.
You must find the lever and then press it down. Take 2 more damage.
Okay. Then I guess I will go ahead and ask, where is the lever on the Pyramid of Venerable Ages counterpart?
You feel a slight buzzing in your hand, not like a shock, but like I don't know. You know, like how you feel electrical undercurrent sometimes when you put your hand on something.
Right.
You feel that, but it does not answer you.
Have I asked too many questions? Somebody else maybe want to ask?
Did you ask that question?
Yeah, I asked that question. No. No, I did not ask the obelisk if I asked too many questions.
I ask what Rothbert asked.
You get that same
Tingle tingle.
tingle.
So
I
it's
ask
not willing
how
to-
the what are the monkeys called? Baboons.
Baboons.
I ask how the baboons survive on that whatever that floor was called, the level above us.
It's a really specific question. But you just feel a tingle in your hand. No answer.
Lame. I thought we asked more than 3 last time, didn't we?
It's not willing to answer those questions.
Last time, Teeger asked 2, Basil asked 1, and Fain asked 1.
Okay.
This time, Rothbert asked 2.
I asked 3.
2 were answered.
Correct.
1 was way too confusing a question for it to try to answer.
Ask how many. Hold on, let me think about it.
How many halflings are on this level?
I ask how many secret doors or walls are on this floor.
That's a dick question, but also you just get a buzz under your hand. And no answer.
I ask what it means when this pillar buzzes in response to a question being asked.
It buzzes under your hand, but does not answer.
I should probably never be the one asking questions, but sure, let's do this. Where is the key to the... Let me see if I can phrase this in a useful way. Did I write it down here? No, I wrote it down in here.
I know what you're gonna ask, and I better start looking it up. Or at least I think I know what you're gonna ask.
Oh, where did I lose my map marker?
The bronze doors, is that what you're looking for?
Stone door with a huge 8-inch keyhole.
Oh damn, which one was that?
Basically directly north of us.
I think that was those were bronze doors.
They might have been bronze doors. I just wrote the 8-inch keyhole was, I guess, the part.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was bronze, but yeah, 8-inch keyhole.
Where's the key to get for that door?
All right. You lay your hand on there and ask the question. Do you rub, or do you just put your hand on there?
I just put my hand on it.
Right. Turns out you don't need to rub, but I don't want to stop you from doing it.
Cool.
You're about to get an answer. In the meantime, take 3 damage. And I know where it is. I got to look up how to describe it to you. That can't be right. That can't possibly be. Wait, is it? Yeah. The key is carried by... All right, you guys are going to have to help me out with this pronunciation. This is a person's name. A man's name. What do you think?
Harub?
Hurub? Let's go with it. The key is carried by Hurub, a
It's not
priest of
another one of
Set.
them racial slurs, is it?
Let him finish, damn it.
I hope not. It's Hurub, a priest of Set,
Okay.
who... what was your question again? Where is it?
Yes.
In the Halls of Set, west of here.
Does this mean we got to go to the treasure room?
Interesting. Maybe. Can the stone rings be activated, or do they even do anything?
And come again?
Can the stone rings be activated, or do they even do anything?
I might be drawn up. What stone rings are you talking about?
So there's one just north of
Oh!
the halflings
I know what you're talking about now.
head, and there was one up by the Sturges.
Would that be a specific enough question?
I want to know.
If it buzzes, I'm going to turn it into, how do I activate the stone ring roughly 100 feet north of here?
Okay.
Is that
How's
with the
that?
spell?
That is better.
What'd you say, Dave?
I'm just trying to remember which the stone rings. I guess that's
There was a stone ring with the hovering head. It was the hallway literally just north of the
You
halflings.
might have not been here that session. I don't know.
I was here for that session.
I'm assuming there are Metroid save points or something.
You got to
We had
type in
also
the
found
password.
one up at the Sturges room, or nearby
Maybe
the
it's
Sturges room.
the missiles reload, but nobody has any missiles yet, so it doesn't matter.
Once you're more specific what stone ring you're talking about, it gives you an answer.
Okay.
It says the Thothian teleportation rings will take you to other rings. They are activated with glass squares in the correct sequence.
Okay.
I saw Stargate.
It pretty much is. It really pretty much is. One, two, three. Okay. Anyone else?
No, good. Is there, other than the treasure room, is there anything else on this floor? I'm asking the party, not the column. Is
The
there anything
only
else
thing
on this
I
floor
don't
we haven't looked
remember,
at?
the northwest-ish area on the very first day, before we came back down from the Sturges, so I don't remember what's up there.
Right.
Oh, take 3 more damage, by the way, Eric, for the second
Yeah, I wondered
question.
if you were going to remember that. I wouldn't remind you.
Fair enough. So I will remind...
go to the column.
Okay.
I will ask it, what do I have in my pocket?
Oh.
What number am I thinking of?
Kind of buzzes.
A whistle? It doesn't say as a question, but I say it because I think I understood what you're asking, right?
Okay, cool. I'll believe this obelisk now.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Zap. Wow.
Yeah. It doesn't like you wasting its time.
Why'd you roll D6 penetrating on me, but only D6?
Because it's easier to drag it, and if it was a 6, I was just going to roll again. Otherwise, I have to type it out, which is a pain in the ass.
Okay. All right.
I also want to ask it where the family of that, brutish, horrible halfling man lives, so I can go kill them. But I'm not gonna.
Oh. So I will remind you all, because Basil's not here, but I'm pretty sure he's the one who wanted to ask it at some point.
Oh.
You guys had talked about potentially identifying the rings via this thing.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Whether or not you want to do that, I don't know, but...
Sure, Basil will ask, what does this ring do? And he holds up and he rubs the ring on the column.
What is he? What's I got in my pocket? Does he touch the column, or does he only rub the ring on it?
But he'll have to touch the column, I guess.
He will have to touch the column. All right, he takes 2 damage. Oh, man. Hold on, I gotta record this. All right. Well, I should put this not external in Notepad. I should put this in the friggin' module so I don't lose it. Notes. Bam.
I wonder if we could like reduce this guy and then chisel it out and just like keep it with us. I wonder if it knows stuff like outside of the temple, like where Garmin is, stuff like that.
What was the name of that non-talking guy that we started out with? Hog or something like that?
Moose?
Moose.
I asked the pillar what Moose is doing right now.
Well, it buzzes under your hand. Doesn't answer you. But also, to answer Basil's question, the Ring of Friendly Defense works with its paired mate when you speak and it says some word, command word. And feel free to make one up. When you speak this, you will find yourself slow and easier to hit, but the other person will have a magical shield placed before them. When you speak this other word, it's command word number 2, you will go blind, but the other person will become invisible.
Okay.
Wow.
And I'm just gonna, I think, ID those for you guys, because that'll be...
So you activate it for the benefit of the other person.
So we're gonna give one of the rings to Clegg then, right? I'm curious what the range is on it. Can we leave him in town?
Did it tell us the command words, or did it just said it had command words?
You get to make them up.
Okay.
I think you have one, and Basil has one. I think you get to make them up.
Yep. Make up whatever command word you want. I mean, your character isn't making it up. You add them. Go ahead.
Right.
Whatever you want it to be.
Yep.
In game terms, when you use the shield effect, so first of all, they're just +1 ranks of defense. So there's that. +1 AC, +1 save. You guys have already been benefiting from that. Oh, that reminds me to give out magic XP at the end of the week, or the end of the session. When you use the shield command word, your AC gets 2 worse, but the other person gets a shield spell, as per the magic user shield spell, in front of them. The duration of both effects is whatever the duration of the shield spell is. So if it's dispelled or the duration runs out, like your -2 AC penalty goes away at the same time. Likewise, with the blindness, you go blind. Whoever says the word goes blind. The other person becomes invisible as per the spell. Should their invisibility end, either because 24 hours has passed or because they do something that breaks the spell, the other person gets their sight back at the same time. So it's very much linked together in that way. You could have a guy in town with it, but he would have to guess when to say it. Well, I guess with the invisibility, you say it before you leave. But anyway.
Can either ring do either of those abilities?
Yes.
Okay.
Theoretically, you could both be blind and invisible if you both did it.
Oh, I see. We could each say both and be, yeah.
Yeah. And just so you know, the shield spell is 5 rounds per level. I think in this case, I forget if it's 7th level or 11th. I'd have to double check, but you're looking at 30 to 50 rounds for it lasting. It totally negates magic missile. It gives you an armor class of 2 against hand hurled missiles, 3 against arrows, bolts, etc., sling stones, and AC 4 against other forms of attack.
The same spell that asshole mage cast in the hallway a couple months ago.
Yeah. And it's kind of hard to... We have to keep an eye on it if you're using it, because it's hard to be like, oh yeah, you're AC 2 against these, but AC 3 against these other... It doesn't work great that way, so... And for someone like... someone who was in like full plate, it really wouldn't do a lot for them, other than the magic missile part of it. Because it's not an armor class improvement, it's like changing the base armor class, as if you were wearing armor, so effectively. It's pretty nice, though. You got one guy up on top of the well. You can defend the guy who's down fighting the baboons. I can totally see you'd be like, "Can you repeat those words? I didn't get them." How do you spell that?
I want to see if we can make the obelisk read an entire book.
All right.
Hold on. I have one more question. I asked the obelisk, what's the statue? I'm not asking the obelisk this. What's this? The god? Is it Set? It's not Set. The one with the arms that go up and down.
Thoth.
I asked the statue, how many combinations on the statue of Thoth lead somewhere?
You just feel a buzz under your hand, but it does not answer you.
This obelisk is worthless.
Try.
That was a terribly worded question.
Ask it how many positions for the statue of Thoth at the top of the pyramid. How many positions trigger things?
For the statue of Thoth that we use to get into this temple, how many combinations open a path to somewhere?
Yeah, it buzzes under your hand, doesn't answer you. Note that when Dave asked a question that didn't answer, like his first one, that he didn't feel a buzz or anything. It just never answered. You guys are actually kind of like feeling.
It's checking its programming, and then it just doesn't know what to do.
Maybe it's good for today.
Clug bravely walks up to it, puts his hand on it, and says, Will Clug's goblin people ever be free? And it doesn't respond or do anything. And he looks crestfallen.
Okay, what do you want to do now?
I think we should go back to that room north of these doors.
1 sec. I forgot what the encounter frequency is here.
So, because there's no other way out of this room.
Yeah.
The thing is he said to the halls of set to the west.
Were those burial chambers? Was that the hall?
No, you're pretty sure that was Thoth.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was all Thoth still. So somehow there's a way to get west from here.
We found everywhere out of there?
Okay, short of secret doors, the only place I do not know on the map is northwest. North of the burial area.
Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and check that out.
Okay.
What? Wait. Holy cow.
Problem?
Yeah, it was moving my guys together, and then it started moving them apart and keeping us like a mile and a half apart. Sorry. Okay. Well,
Yeah, the light makes things a little laggy sometimes. You guys pass through, and you hear the rats down to your left as you were passing through that one area. But
We're still setting off that one magic mouth, right?
yeah, every time you walk past it.
So I don't
This
remember any of this area up here as such. So
you had
I
not
don't remember
explored.
going west.
You hadn't
We
gone
went
north
we
or
went
west.
east.
Did you go
I know we
north?
went.
A
I
little
don't
bit.
remember if we even went north. I'd say let's go north.
okay.
There's a continual light in there, which I think is showing up for you. The 4 pillars here were the 4 4 likenesses of the gods of the dead, basically. Osiris, Thoth, a couple others, I don't remember now. This room, yeah, I don't think you'd actually come up here.
I don't believe so. I'm just ducking over here to get this back lined up with the rest
That's
of my
fine.
map.
There's a continual light up on the ceiling. You can probably see the little pinpoint of it. All 3 walls are brightly painted and got the imagery that's all over down here of Thoth stuff. Although here it appears to be some sort of female deity. If anyone has general religion,
I do.
you can make a roll at plus 40. The good way, however you want to call it. You just roll, and if you make it by 4, if you fail by less than 40, you're good.
All right.
She has an ostrich feather in her hair. And she's handing a feather to a human worshiper. Oh, that's good enough. Well, Rothbert nailed it, and Fain made it 2 after the 40. This is the goddess Mat, M-A-A-T. Known to be in the pantheon Thoth's wife. In the background, on the wall, and all these images as she's handing feathers to the human, you see Thoth writing something down. And you also see images of humans walking through a crypt with the feather held before them. And then the upper part of all the walls in here show worshippers like kneeling before a mat and holding their hands up to her as if they're asking for something. And the bottom parts show like demons, monsters, crocodiles. As if, save us from this, essentially. In the center of the chamber is a 3-foot dais. Is that correct pronunciation? I never say things right. Made of white marble. And on top of it is a onyx table, as you can see there. Suspended in the middle of it, if you zoom way in, you can kind of see it, although the resolution wasn't great, is a floating feather.
This looks like a job for Clug.
Unless he's getting a share of treasure, Clug will not be the trap finder.
Yeah. What is
Looks like a job for Basil.
what was the thing about feathers? How do they play into the religion?
For Thoth, not in particular, but what you saw on the walls was her handing some to human followers, and then you saw some other stuff of like human followers walking through a crypt with the feather held up before them.
Okay. Rothbert will grab it.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm sorry.
If you go to the party sheet, there's a feather in it. There's 99, but the reason I put 99 there is as soon as you take one and you hold it in your hand, another just magically appears where that one had been. You still have yours, though.
Okay.
I'm going to delete that hemp rope unless someone's claiming it too.
Okay, then I will take one as well of the ostrich feathers.
Me too.
I mean, at this point, I guess Clug will take one. Just looking at you guys like, okay, I guess that's what we're doing now. I had to move Rothbert so I could get my thing.
Correct.
We should go ask the pillar what these feathers are about.
Maybe tomorrow. I think he's running out of juice.
Don't think so.
God damn it. Stupid doorways.
I hate doorways. They're the worst.
Well, if they're not wide enough for two characters to go through, then I lose control of one of my two characters.
There's nothing in the artwork to indicate the follower's giving her anything.
Nope. It looks like they're reaching out to her, beseeching. All right, so we have a problem here. This corridor continues on to the west, but I have to pull up another map, just so you know. It doesn't dead end there.
Okay.
Okay.
However, there's 4 stone columns here, and you actually see a dead body probably right around there. Pretty rotten, smelly human corpse. Probably an adventurer would be your guess.
All right. I'll go give it last rites and then check it out. See if it's got anything on it worth having.
Okay. There is some stuff. One moment. The smell's pretty bad, so you're probably holding your nose as you're rolling it over.
Can I tell what killed it?
Maybe. Why can't I drag this parcel onto the... It? What's going on here? Oh, I can do that, I guess. Okay. No, it's kind of too rotted at this point, other than the fact that the leather armor seems intact. So, like, it probably wasn't stabbed, or if it was stabbed, like, not in the armor, but the body's not in good shape, so it's pretty hard to...
Okay.
You don't see visible hack wounds. I'll just say that.
Sure.
It had a coin pouch. Sorry, go ahead.
Does it look like it's been here for quite some time?
Yeah. So there's a coin pouch. There's the leather armor, although, you know, if you want to wear it, you might want to clean it first. You also found a pouch with a couple potions in it, or you're assuming they're potions.
All right. I'll grab them all. Does anybody want this leather armor just in case?
Smells really good. Are you guys thinking you're going to head west?
Yes.
All right, let me...
It's not like there's anywhere else to go on the map at this point.
Let me pull up the other... Well, there is, but...
Well, there's a giant door we can't get through, and a barred door with jerks that will shoot us as soon as they see us behind it.
And the
pyramid.
in the treasure room.
And the treasure room.
What do you guys keep calling the treasure room? Why am I forgetting what that is?
The thing you gave us a map to twice.
Oh, yeah.
The trap.
Yeah, okay. I got you now. Right. Well, I wasn't recognizing it by that name because clearly it's not a treasure. But, all right. There's, let me give it a different name. Called West of Half-Notes. Hopefully you guys see yourselves on there.
Like,
soon as it comes up.
You're going to be like east and like halfway between the middle and the top. Hold on. Tables. Yeah. Extreme areas. 1, 2, 3.
Did you say there were some coins? Didn't see those unless you just put them in the party sheet.
I thought I did. Thought they're in the party sheet. Yeah, 22 gold, 90 silver, 256 copper. Is that? Oh, that can't all be from her.
No, that was there before. At least most of it, I thought.
Let me check what. Oh shoot, it's back on the other map now. 3. The body had 16 gold, 34 silver, 44 copper. So let me just change that because the rest of those coins, I have no idea where they are, but not with you guys.
That was something we didn't split from last time around.
All right, one sec. Well,
probably was from those 2 dead adventurers in the mosaic room.
Yeah. Well, looks like we lost it.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be there if you go back. How's that? But yeah, if you guys don't get it on your sheets, I can't. Yeah. Wasn't carried. Do you want me to hit split on this, or is someone just going to take it?
Can we just take it off the party sheet?
I can drag it to you.
Okay.
Or you can add it manually and tell me to delete it. I mean,
just split it.
Done. There's 4, 4, and 1 left
I'm
over.
rich.
So.
Here,
you want to give it to Adam since he loses all his money? Well, let me know if anyone claims the 1 gold, 4 silver, 4 copper. Otherwise, it'll mysteriously disappear later.
All right. We'll split it out after the session.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making like notes for treasure. Because I mean that's a solid 3 XP right there. Don't want to shortchange you. So it looks like you guys are continuing west. You see kind of something interesting up ahead there, Rothbert. I think. Well, I guess you can't quite see it. There are 3 levers set into the ground there, and there are 3 portcullises you see in here.
Go check out portcullises. Can I see down the way?
You can see whatever you can see. Yeah.
All right.
The carvings in here show Thoth with his, Yeah, go ahead.
You should lock those portcullises.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Thoth is presenting a scroll to a woman carrying an ankh and wearing a headdress shaped like a throne. You could give me a general religion on that one. It is not Matt.
That's literally is my religion.
Oh.
It's not the lady. Thoth is, but not. You're trying to identify who she is.
I know about his ladies, I'm sure.
If you want to make your specific knowledge roll instead, that's fine. Rothbert did not recognize her. Fain only recognizes her because he believes this is a representation of Thoth, giving another goddess the secret words that allow resurrection of the dead, and that goddess was Isis. But he thinks that's what this is representing. But yeah, 3 levers, 3 portcullises.
Okay.
I'm going to wait back here until Teeger does whatever he's going to do.
I'm not doing anything, man.
Fine. Here. I'll the northernmost lever. I'll throw that.
All right, the north portcullis opens or
Yep.
raises.
Okay.
It's
Pull
a little
again, Rothbert.
it's a little stiff as you pull on it, and you really got to kind of yank it, and then it opens. And then there's the grinding sound, and something's happening behind the scenes, and then the thing gets pulled up.
Okay.
I listen to these levers. Do I hear anything mechanical happening now that it's stopped moving?
Not once it's done, no.
Okay.
All right. So if it's like the statue up above, it's just going to fall back into place at some point in the future. Do we want to go this way?
Let's do the other 2 levers.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to just throw them all open?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's how I would set the trap.
You guys also can see probably to the north and west. Even before you opened it, I don't know that it would make you change your mind, but I'll let you know. It looks like there's burial niches along the walls, but unlike the other ones that were like enclosed niches, like the ones you saw where you found the secret door with the ghouls or whatever, these are like just like open graves with like bones in them and stuff.
Okay.
You're also guessing they've probably been looted. You definitely don't see anything valuable that you can see just from at least the radius you're seeing. But
Well, we could always leave somebody out here just in case. Do we want to go in and do a quick sweep?
oh man, I forgot to set your. And these random encounter checks are not popping up like they're supposed to.
All right, Derek, I go north.
All right, sounds great.
I'm going to stay put.
Who's got light sources? Is it all lanterns right now?
Yeah. And we can't go through that door because it's not open and we can't open it.
It won't let you get through?
Nope.
Oh, I thought I had it open. Now it's
There we
open.
go.
All right, so yeah, like I said, what you're seeing here is kind of a, slow down there, champ.
Okay.
I described you're running around. Basically, maze isn't the right word, but a bunch of connected passages here of catacombs is what you're seeing.
Sure.
With like the walls all look the same. It's just like burial niche after burial niche, full of bones, and you could certainly start searching through things. It would take time. Maybe something would come up, but definitely not like, oh man, yeah, there's a jewels there, or a necklace, or nothing like that. Like nothing pops out to the eye.
Okay. How long does detect magic last?
Don't know.
Let me pull up the spell. One turn. One turn. That's it. All right. How long is a turn out of combat?
10 minutes.
So I've got one of those. I could do a sweep, but it doesn't look like there's anything to differentiate one row from another in here. Keep going north.
Did everyone take a feather?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you to stop if you need to, but otherwise, you okay there, Adam? Your guys are.
I'm staying back.
Oh, you were staying back. I missed that. I'm sorry. All right, stop right there, Mr. Rothbert. Probably actually right about here.
Okay.
Let me see what you can see. One moment. Back you up a little more.
I don't know where we went. Where did we went?
North.
I'll get you there. Just hold still. I'll get you there.
Go north every time around you can.
Okay.
That's fair. There.
All right, right hand rule, I guess, technically.
All right. Give me a second. You are moving up the hall, and around to the right, you see
Awesome.
a big jiggly green cube. Just
I head back the way I can.
starting to slurp your way. Give me a surprise roll first, though.
Surprise with what? D10?
Yeah. You're good. But you see this thing, it basically fills wall to wall, floor to ceiling. Well, maybe not quite to the ceiling. 15-foot high corridor, so no, probably not quite to the ceiling.
Do we know? Does anybody know what that is? I say yes. I start backing up.
Trouble?
That's fair. It starts oozing towards you, but you find that
Is there good treasure
slower.
inside of it?
It's slower than you. You want to like hold up your light and get a good view?
I want to light it on fire and see how that works.
You definitely see. It's not really transparent. There's certainly stuff in it. Like you definitely can see some coins and things. Whether or not there's more, it's hard to say. It's blubbling. That's a word towards you.
Well, I'll Greek fire it as it comes towards us.
All right. Keep in mind, the way D&D works is if you stop to Greek fire, you will be stationary for some time.
How I should be able to time it out, I would think,
Yeah, probably.
or determine that I am not going to be able to do it.
Also fair. More that you probably need sufficient. You probably need a sufficient range to throw it, and then get moving again before it gets on top of you. You are pretty fast though. Let's see. You got Greek fire, so I'd say you can get that out while you're moving.
Fires.
Okay, you can get that out while you're moving. You're probably about there when you get it out. Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
I was just going to say, I'll at least be ahead of him, but not super far ahead of him, because I think I'm his light right now.
Okay. All right, go ahead and throw it. I don't know what the Greek fire... I assume it's 10 feet per range increment. I'm assuming you're going to throw this at long range so that you...
What time is it?
In the game?
Roughly. Yeah.
That right there. Oh, hey, random encounter check.
Thank you.
Apparently I have to have that little window open for that stuff to pop up. I don't know why it's saying your lanterns are... I don't think you've been down here 2 hours yet, because you came down at 6, so... Lanterns are what?
I mean,
an hour and a half?
Looks like we can probably just go in a loop and kill him like a video game.
Sure.
I don't remember if he's worth a lot of experience, though.
Why don't you target it and go ahead and throw? And I'm going to assume you're not proficient. So -2. You actually should have the Greek Fire on your inventory, right? Like on your actions.
Yeah.
Does it have a attack button? No, it doesn't. All right, well, I guess just roll a... So you'll get a d20, you'll add your dex, and then you'll probably...
So to +4 missile adjust, and then minus proficient, you get like +2, I guess.
And probably some range on there. What modifiers do you have in there so far?
Oh, well, that was off whatever the attack thing was. I don't know if it's right.
Oh, there was an attack thing. Perfect. I think it doesn't account for proficiency. Well, no, you had a -1. There's actually an attack button on it?
In my
Oh,
powers list,
yeah. Okay. Why is it giving you a minus? It's got to be non-proficiency.
So I would think that would be a net +2.
I would think so too.
Which would be armor class 0, I think.
Let me make sure your non-proficiency isn't worse.
Like way overkilled the target. Like AC 8.
Well, he also has range in there.
When you're building dungeons, do you like buy gelatinous cubes for like your janitorial services?
I guess.
Hit it in the shoulder.
I mean, I would. Why do I not see where your non-proficiency comes is? You're -3 for non-proficiency, as opposed to -2 like fighters.
Okay. Then
Does that make the -1 make sense? It still feels like no. It still feels like you should have been +1.
He's a fighter. Why would he be -3?
Monks. I'm pretty sure monks do it as a thief or something. I don't know.
I might have done my stat increases wrong.
Making it hard, man. I don't know. I'll look it up later. For some reason, it's in there as -3, but maybe it's wrong. Either way, though, those numbers don't work, right? Even if it was -3, you'd still be +1?
Yeah.
Did you click a minus for anything?
No, not to my knowledge.
All right. Well, we'll just assume the -2 was for range. Cool. Good. So yeah, you hit it with the fire. Go ahead, roll damage. All right. The fire hits it and it starts burning, and then it kind of like oozes around the fire and puts it out right away, so it doesn't continue to burn, but it definitely hurt it. But it gets a lot closer in the time before you as you slow down, turn, aim, throw, whatever, it catches up a little bit, but then you take off again because you're fast. Now what are you guys doing?
Okay, just so you know, monks are fighters, so they attack with the fighter bonus. But anything on the monk list is at +1, and anything not on the monk list is at a -1 to hit.
Yeah.
So he's not proficient for the -2. And
if I use it as a melee weapon, then I can claim it's an improvised weapon.
That would be... I think improvised weapon means you're doing your monk damage with it as a melee weapon. And it's just...
yeah.
I don't know. That's weird shit.
So he's at a -3 because of the -1 monk detriment.
Okay. Maybe I built it.
My intention would be to line up another shot from about here.
All right. Let me check this thing's intelligence. 0. Okay. It keeps coming. Go ahead. Also, this... Yeah. Yeah. You didn't hit it in the elbow, but yes, you hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
In the elbow.
Good damage rolls. All right, go ahead and move 18 or 180 feet. Because unless you're going slower, this thing would catch up to you before you could get another shot off.
As I run out, I run over to the lever and get ready to throw it.
Okay. So
slow him down.
Everyone's going back behind the portcullis.
I hope.
All right, this thing's a little slow, but eventually it's coming.
I'll throw the lever.
Can I do a throw before that happens?
Sure. You've got a -5 there for range, though.
Oh.
Yeah, that
All
one
right.
probably, I don't know, it splashes somewhere. All right, Rothbert throws the lever. It's a little sticky, but he yanks it and it shuts.
How far away from the halflings are we?
Pretty far.
They won't be able to make it past the loading screen onto this map. We should be safe.
No, I want to take this thing to the halflings.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
This thing's oozing towards you, but slowly.
Come on, it'll be funny.
We closed the portcullis to the north, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously it just oozes right through it.
Yep.
Does it? I didn't know it could do that.
Yeah, it slows it down, definitely, because it probably has to push against it, and it slowly presses its way through. Because it's not like pure slime, it's more like Jello, kind of. But it's not like Jello, where if you take a knife to it, now you have two pieces. It can get back to itself. Obviously, it can engulf people, right? So.
Okay. So are we leaving? Like the entire dungeon?
Well, I'm gonna kill it.
I thought you were taking it to the halflings.
I don't think it'll stop following us. So we would have to,
Well, when it dies.
Take it to the halflings and then run away from it.
and it'll start following us because we're still running away from it.
It'll see the halflings and go after them.
No, it won't.
So, interesting problem you have now. Klug is not as fast as the rest of you.
Oh, come here, Klug. I'll carry you.
So he's probably... Then you're not going to be as fast. He will slow you down. You're not that strong.
He's not that heavy.
He's like 90 pounds.
I'll
It's not going to catch up to him. He's faster than it. I'm just saying he's going to constantly be about 30 feet in front of it.
I'm adding a Klug to my inventory.
Okay.
My speed is now...
Do I need to cast Reduce on him
4.
so he's only 63 pounds for you?
That will slow you down more than if he runs himself.
Okay.
Just so you know.
All right.
Would 63 pounds not be as bad?
Let me see here.
Pretty sure if Leland stops to cast the spell, the thing's going to be on you.
Yeah. How fast is this thing?
About Klug speed. It moves 6.
Could we? It moves 6.
Yeah, or at least that's how fast you've seen it move so far.
That means I can't go half speed and fire at it. I guess Basil could go half speed and fire at it. I mean, At this point, we may have to just go ahead and kill it.
Honestly, though, I'm not sure if you guys can even see it most of the time, unless you're really letting it get close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, that probably should have been a problem for Fain. He would have been throwing at it in the dark, or it would have been almost on top of him when he threw. But that part's already done, so whatever. But again, it's a big thing. Firing into the darkness.
Take him to the rats. They might do something about it.
Huh.
Yeah, they'll get eaten.
He'll slow down.
Doubt it.
He's already like half dead, probably.
So I'm probably going to load this other map, right?
Yeah.
Well,
gonna do another throw before that happens.
All right. Again, though, remember, it's going to be like 20 feet, 30 feet away from you when you throw, because that's when you'll finally be able to see it.
Now I know how fast it is. I can just time it. What's the minus at throwing into the darkness?
So here's essentially the problem we have. In a real-life scenario, obviously you can just keep running and chucking things behind you, right?
Right.
In D&D, though, that's supposed to be a combat round.
Question for you.
Yeah.
I'll just go. Let's go to the other map. There's continual light up there.
Let's go to the other map because it matters for what I'm wondering.
All right, let me delete it.
Where was that big barrel of oil you brought down here and left somewhere?
In the secret door room, like crypt.
Yeah, way down there.
You want to run ahead and put it somewhere, and we.
It's not a bad idea.
If you want to set the thing on fire, set the thing on fire.
Is that the plan?
Yeah, sure.
All right. What's the name of the other room there, Derek?
Are you all on there now?
Halfling Zone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 6 here, right? Oh, yeah. I can drag it. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm worried about the precedent that it sets if I let you just keep running and chucking stuff on the move. When normally...
That's why we don't do that now.
Like I said, you can do it if you can half your speed and half your fire rate. Rothbert can't do that because he moves 9.
I guess that would be every other round throwing a Greek fire. Is what it would amount to, because it's normally a fire rate of 1.
Yeah.
So for every 2 rounds you could throw one. I'd be okay with that. But that means we're getting however far it moves in 2 rounds.
So again, my suggestion would be to tell Fain, hey, go get your goddamn barrel.
Yeah, I'm just gonna monk speed down there.
Where do you want us to lead it to?
I guess I need to light a torch. Does anyone have light out that is fire or no?
All right. Hold up a sec here. I'm going to get Klug where he should be relative to it.
He had more of a heads up than that.
No, he probably had about 30 feet. You guys were all standing there by the levers.
Oh, fair enough.
Actually, I'll give you about 45 because it slowed down when it was coming through the...
And as soon as we saw it coming through, we'd be like, yep, time to keep moving.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
So does anyone have a light source that is a torch right now or no?
Not currently.
All right. How hard is it to light a torch while you're running like a crazy monk?
Probably pretty hard.
Yeah.
But you have Greek fire. You can light it with that. No, because you need to get out. Like you don't have matches or anything. It's not.
Yeah.
Not trivial.
All right. I'm gonna try another throw from, around here.
All right. Well, sure. Here's where it will be in one round. Here's where Klug will be in one round. Assuming this is the way you guys are running.
Otherwise, what light sources are out? Who's got light sources?
Klug.
Where's our
one? I don't know if Basil has his or not.
Okay.
Where is everybody else?
If people have lanterns out, I would just take one. If one person has a lantern out, I will not.
I mean, you can have Klug's. He won't stop you. Less for him to carry as he runs for his life. Figure out where you are by the end of the round when it gets there. I've moved Klug to how far he would be, and I've moved the thing to how far it would be. At this point, if Fain wants to throw another fire, he can, but after that, it will be 2 rounds before he can throw the next one. Assuming he's moving and firing.
Well, I won't now, because I can't see it.
A move of 12 is how many feet? 60 feet?
Yeah. To be fair, that probably should have been a problem before. We'll just assume you were tossing in the dark and got some lucky hits in. Oh, you run north. Interesting.
But,
Where you going, Fain?
so this plan isn't happening. Okay.
All right. Is everyone where they would be?
Sure.
All right. Man, I don't even know who it's going to go for. There's so many choices.
Are you now going to close that door, Rothbert?
Sounds good.
Will it come out the keyhole really, really slow and under the door? And you can just stomp on it or whatever?
I think it can actually eat the wood given enough time.
I was going to say, more likely it would go through the door, yeah. Either that or bash it, but yes.
Whether or not it bothers trying.
Obvious. I wonder why it hasn't been this way before.
So Fain, were you the first one heading up north, or do you think you were in the rear? I'm trying to decide who it would chase after here.
I'm going to be closer to the back because I didn't plan on the light sources getting out of the hallway. So that's what changed my mind.
All right. It's probably, if you were near the rear, it's probably going to be going for you. All right. So the rest of you can move a round worth of movement, unless you're coming to attack or something, in which case I guess we can get into initiative. Fain, you can throw this round if you want, I guess, and put yourself wherever you'd be when you want to do it. But it's going to be able to get to pretty much anywhere in that room by the end of the round.
But if I'm not, much like the halfling guy, I'm significantly faster than that if I want to be, right? So far as we can tell.
Yes.
But you're saying if I throw here, then I'll just stand here and get eaten?
No, I'm not saying that.
Rules?
Here's no. But okay, so let's say here's what happens. Here it comes, right? You throw your thing. Where the hell are you going to go? Or do you think you're going to run in circles around the room?
I mean, I think I probably could.
Maybe. This feels like that water temple horse thing. Sorry, I'm reading real quick. It's got pseudopods, and I'm trying to see if those reach out or if it's basically just, it walks into you. Doesn't really specify. Huh. So your thought is like you run this way and it starts doing this, and then you go this way and it starts doing this, and you go this way, like you're playing Ring Around the Rosie. Is your thought?
Yeah, that's my thought.
You know what? Let's just play it out segment by segment and figure it out.
I'm not wearing armor and I'm very fast.
Yeah, we'll play it out segment by segment, see if it works. I'm having a hard time judging, like, if you can corner that without it catching up. So we'll figure it out. But I'll let you throw at whatever point you want as it's coming, and after that, you can move whenever you want. And we'll assume this starts on segment 1. And let me know where you want it to be when you throw.
Oh, well, that was fine.
That might have missed, depending on how far away you are when you throw. This would be no penalty. This would be -2, which is what you already, I think, have built in somehow, however your modifiers are working. And then -5 would be to here, which would have missed. So assuming you're going for the -2, it would be right about there.
I still think I have a +2, I think. Despite the, fantasy grounds.
So you have a +4 from Dex.
Yeah.
And you have a -3 from non-proficiency, right? Or a -2 from non-proficiency and an additional -1 because it's not a monk weapon.
Is it?
I think.
Let me look up. It might just be a
I don't think the 1 point's going to matter.
Monkey.
I don't think the 1 point's going to matter. But if it does, we'll figure that out. So let's say you're at +2. Let's just go with what you said. You're at +2, right? -2
Okay.
Once you're in medium range. Right now, you would be hitting. If you go up to -5, where it's at long range, I think you're going to be missing. Maybe it's real close. What's your goal? Where are you trying to throw it from? Max range or not?
I was when it was at 27 feet was when I decided to throw it.
Okay. We'll just say you hit for now. We'll look up the rest of that later.
I'm going to throw it at 27 feet. It just happened to be on the map at that point, and I'm like, that looks good.
Okay, well, I mean, that's where it starts coming down the hallway, so. Cool. All right. You threw it, you did damage. It does not actually get Threshold of Pain because it's a friggin' gelatinous cube, which that doesn't happen to. I mean, it's a big jiggly green cube. Not necessarily gelatinous.
But yeah, it'd be awesome if it has little shooters that just shoot out and grab me, because I did not anticipate that.
That would be cool. However, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to figure this out. All right. It's moving. Shit. It doesn't do token lock for me. Here's its move. Man, how do I... That's one thing I want is the Roll20, like the button you can hold so it shows how far you're moving. I want that. That was segment 1. Are you moving at all during that?
Yeah, I moved 15.
All right, move where you would move during that segment.
My plan is to be in the back corner and then see how it moves.
All right. Segment 2. Were you moving at all during that segment?
No, I'll just save that movement to use on a future segment.
Well, it doesn't work that way, but segment 3. Are you moving?
No.
All right, that's segment 4-ish. I guess it's like that. Are you moving?
No, it's got to be on the side before we run to the other side.
All right. Segment 5. Are you moving?
I think I probably should.
Okay. This is why I'm doing it segment. You might be totally right that you could run around this thing, but I could not visualize whether or not it could catch you or not. I feel like it can. I feel like you're in trouble. That is 17.4 feet, sir. Oh, God. It does like waypoints? Hold on. Whatever.
Oh, I was measuring it myself. Okay.
Yeah, do it again. Do it again. Oh, perfect. How'd you nail 15 on that? That was great. So I feel like here's your issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it can't attack yet, so now you get one more second of movement before it can attack. Okay. Yeah. All right. I like what you're doing with this. I like where this is going. Right there. All right, now where are you going? What are we on? Anyone know? 7?
Well,
About
how
7.
do the run rules work?
They don't really. I feel like it's going to get an attack on you as you squeeze by it, essentially.
Because at this slower going over the thing.
It's really not, honestly. Dude, I feel like it's getting a hit on you as you squeeze by it. I don't see a way that.
Okay.
Because at this point, it literally just could get on top of you during that same round, right? It's just the fact that it's big and it's hard for you to get totally around it before it can zigzag a little bit.
Yeah.
It's probably going to miss you anyway. But if not, your party has no idea what you're doing. Do I not even have an attack? Does this thing not even have an attack roll? Where's the... Attacks by touching its victim. Well, you'd think you would need an attack roll for that. Why don't I have one in here? There it is. That was the saving throw. That wasn't what I... Okay, I didn't have an attack roll. Let me just roll a goddamn attack roll. 2. It missed. After all that, you slide by it with friggin' ninja moves, wall running and stuff, and it can't catch up. I assume you're happy with that result?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just as I planned it.
Just as you planned it. I'm sorry I made that so hard. It didn't seem to me like you were going to be able to get around it.
It was hard. I anticipated it would not be able to slide over the 3-foot thing
I got you.
at full speed. And I feel like that's wrong, but whatever. It's not my game. I didn't do all the prep work. You can run it how you want.
Right.
That's okay.
I got you. And that's a fair assumption. It did eat a few feathers that kept reappearing as it slid over them over and over again.
Cool.
However, you are now past it.
All right.
But no, the thing really doesn't seem slowed by terrain. It's 10 feet tall, so a 3-foot bump, it just kind of oozes right over. All right, the rest of the party, I don't know, there was a round in there. What were you guys doing down here? Anyone?
Guess we're running for the entrance?
I don't know why you guys are all the way down there if you're running for the entrance.
Okay.
Well, Klug has
like
about...
the stairs up?
Oh, let me turn this off now.
Because if it stairs up, it'd just be out here.
I mean, if you run fast enough, maybe it'll just find the halflings. Klug's got about 20 feet of movement left, although it probably won't matter now that it's far enough away.
Oh, yeah.
Basil and Rothbert, if you decide you want to go the other way, that's fine.
Okay.
In general, what are you guys doing? Are you heading up the stairs, or are you, like, what's going on?
Should we just wait here?
I think we should wait there.
Yeah, let's just wait here in this little hallway.
What do you have that's slowing you down right now? Just armor and such?
Armor. I could take my armor off and go really fast.
I
mean, you're all faster than it, except for Klug, right?
Yeah. I can't go half speed and take an attack on it, but I can stay ahead of it.
Well, one of us should double back and figure out where Fain got off to. right?
Probably as you're standing there having this conversation, you see Fain, or you hear Fain come. Fain, were you coming this way?
I was going to go to the door, hope it is not locked, and try to do a throw from the door and then shut the door. And hope that someone is nearby with light.
You can see clues.
Are you in the dark right now?
Yeah, I was up there because there was continual light up there. Like
Yes.
that was the...
All right. Well, yeah, go ahead and throw.
Oh, was the door open?
You bump into the door, which I believe is closed. But it's not locked.
I would want to be on the other side of the door. Throw.
Okay. Sure.
And then close the door and do some more running.
It's still okay. You probably can't run, get out a Greek fire, throw it, open a door, close a door.
I'm not saying I want to do it all in 2 combat segments.
Okay. I'm unclear.
It's pretty far.
Well, let me figure out how far this thing goes during the round. It'll end up being about here by the end of the round. So you could definitely move during the round, get the door open, get your Greek fire out. Next round, you could probably throw it and move half, let's say. I don't know.
Okay.
This whole thing's weird because it's really not set up for you to be able to move and shoot like this with the thing. Congratulations, you hit it. Even with a minus something in there. It still does not have
so
threshold
close.
open. All right, and then you are what, heading south?
Yeah, I see light, so I'm excited
You
about that.
do see light. All right, the party probably hears the door open to the north.
I hope we get attacked by 87 halflings.
That would have been a great time for it. You know what, Andrew? You don't see light to the south?
Oh, you're right. You're right, I don't. Damn it.
Why not?
Because our light only goes 20 feet.
Oh, right.
I can see it. Same with his light, if he took some.
So you are stumbling around in pitch darkness right now. With probably
Do we
not...
hear stuff that way, though?
You would hear him. He's not
And
being...
I will start doubling back.
He probably slammed the door open and shut. And yeah, so I'm trying to imagine. Fain would be, from his perspective, in pitch black. You know, generally, like, you want to go forward and to the left eventually, but it'd be slow moving through here, I assume. Or really fast, but risky.
Yeah.
Fain is, or not Fain. Lelion's coming back. You know what? Effectively, it doesn't matter because the thing's not chasing you through the door right now anyway. So Fain's heart gets pumping a little bit with adrenaline as he's worried that he's a little bit lost in these catacombs. But then suddenly Lelion shows up with a light. And you two can get out of there if you want. The door does not seem to be under attack or anything.
Why not?
Just isn't.
Still isn't?
Why'd you open it? No. You don't see the
It
cube.
went away? We gotta go get it. Let's go get it.
No, what?
If we were going to get it, why didn't we do that like a half hour ago?
He wanted to play Ring Around the Rosie with fire, the safe way.
Well, I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay. What's the rest of the party doing down there?
What is your plan here?
I mean, I want to get it too.
I'm gonna kill it.
Oh. I didn't want to kill it.
That's what you do with these things. But I thought the plan was to run away.
How close we are
To killing it? Who knows?
to the halflings.
It's going to follow us. If we take it right up to their front door and then walk away, it's going to follow us away. I don't know what your plan is, but it isn't going to get the halflings hurt.
All right.
If only someone could go invisible.
Fain! God damn it.
Are you throwing another one? Well, you can't see anything, so.
I can't see it.
Here, I need to clear this damn. Do you see the arrow pointing at it?
Yeah, that was helpful.
Yeah, I bet. You neither see nor hear it. But the ground seems really clean here. I mean, you're fast. You can go walking around looking for it if you want. You don't see any clean trails off to the east, for what it's worth.
Okay, cool. Okay, what do you want to do now?
We're going to have to think on how not to break the game when you're faster than something.
Shall we go regroup with the others real quick and figure out next steps?
I felt like I almost had it based on UI elements that I shouldn't really have any idea about in-game, probably against a gelatinous cube.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Oh, well, you know what? I'll say the thing probably had, like, blackened parts that weren't all jelly anymore.
It would be neat if that was hideable without hiding the whole combat tracker on a per enemy basis.
I can't do it on a per enemy, but I can turn it off entirely per combat. The hit point indicator.
For stuff like that, or like you're fighting a fire elemental or something, or just how the fuck would you know?
You know what? Even then, I assume there's some sort of visual indicator, because otherwise, what do hit points even mean, right? Does it just look perfectly fine until you put one last sword into it, and then it just collapses into goo?
I would imagine, like, a fire elemental probably does, or close. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it gets smaller. Like,
I'll have to go look at WoW and see what they do when you fight a fire elemental. Oh wait, in WoW everything looks fine until it drops dead. That disappears. Hey, you hear the halflings yell, "Who goes there?" Because now there's a torch. Glug's here! Oh, they ask, though. All right, what are you guys doing?
I have no idea.
I think we should keep going west.
I mean, we have to do something about it. There's a whole bunch of stuff to go that way.
I mean, whether we encounter it again or not, it's hopefully mostly dead. But nobody got hurt. Like, nobody used spells. Like, we're in just as good a shape as we were when we started going west. Or, if you would like to kill all the halflings, I'm up for that as well.
Minus whatever money was spent on all those Greek fires, but yes.
Yeah, but that's, that's my money. Don't worry about that.
Fair.
I just needed Basil to, like, do a magic missile, and I think we would have had it.
He's transferring it into XP.
So we're going back. Let's go.
Oh man, you guys were at -3 on your surprise roll versus that. Damn it. Now I'm sad.
To the other map.
Because Dave rolled a 4. That would have been surprise. So that whole thing would have been different. Clearly, Thoth was watching out for you.
He's my buddy. Plus, we have feathers.
I just removed you all so I can put you on the other map.
Should I bring that barrel of oil with me? Put it in a more strategic place?
I thought that's what we talked about as a plan, and then you ran off elsewhere, so...
That is what happened. But, plan schman. All right, there's everybody. Who knows where that cube is? Could be anywhere. All right. Oh, do I need to relink this map for you guys? I should do that. There you go.
I got it.
Yeah.
It's easy to pull since they all have the same name.
No,
Do they? I thought I gave them names for you.
They have different names.
They have different names.
Oh, good.
Jerk.
Why am I not moving?
Can't help you with that. Do you hit a wall?
I move, and it bounces me back to where I was, and then it moves me forward, and then it bounces
you
me
must
back.
still have token lock on or something.
No.
Not us.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Is the gate still open?
No, we closed
we
it.
shut
Closed
it.
it. Yeah.
Is the clean floor area only to the north, or does it look like through one of the other gates?
No, now it looks well, honestly this area was probably pretty clean, but it looks cleaner to the west than it had been when you were here before.
Okay.
I have got 6 pounds of flour with me.
Oh God, why?
And I'm gonna sprinkle some flour in front of each of the portcullises so we can check on that later. Ideally, it's for if someone goes invisible in front of me, I can pelt him with it, but that hasn't come up yet.
Fair enough. It's not the use I thought you were going with it.
I throw the north lever.
So I want, does it just make the same loops, or just on its own without stimulus? How does it decide where to go?
No idea.
Does it specifically go toward dirtier areas?
Maybe it just sits still for years at a time. Here, let's check the ecology of the gelatinous cube is sometimes encouraged to stay in a certain area for its scavenging abilities, and it's preferred over other jellies and oozes since its square shape does not allow it to slither under doors. Oh, hey. Can't fit under the door. Maybe it can't go through the portcullis. Maybe Dave was right. I feel like if you can engulf a person, though, you gotta be a little bit fluid.
Depends
Oh,
on
well.
how firm your jello is.
Yeah. That would explain... That would explain...
That might explain this room right here.
Which room?
This room with the portcullises.
Well, yeah. There's other reasons too, but yeah.
Yeah.
But it might explain why it didn't go to other parts of the dungeon. So, whatever. It was very strongly motivated to squeeze through. Maybe it was uncomfortable. I don't know. I guess they eat things and have to eat, but who knows? You guys are opening which one? The north one?
North.
Got it.
Pull the other two while they're going off and exploring.
What?
Well, because he wants to get jumped by any and everything that comes up this way.
Or lock us in, but yeah.
No. It'll be fine.
Maybe he wants to crush something in a portcullis as it comes through. Alright, I see party members wandering around. Probably back the way you came, I'm guessing. If you can figure out what that was.
I know where it was.
Okay. Wait, where am I? Where's the pin for this room? Where's the pin for that room? Why are there no pins anywhere on this map? What?
I get this far, Derek. Is there anything else here?
Hold up. None. Why are there no pins anywhere?
It's a maze.
No. Like it's like you know how you see the green pins on some of the other maps? At least I think they're green to you.
Mm-hmm.
I click on it, it shows me the room description, and I know I did this map. I had all the encounters, like none of the pins are there. So I can't click on things to know what's supposed to be.
Move the map accidentally away from all the pins?
No, I've got this catacomb area, and I've got one other room, and everything else has no pins. Okay, well, we'll do what we do. What were you doing, Dave? I'm sorry.
I made it to there. Was there anything?
The cube is not there.
Make sure some of these halls line up like I think they should.
By the way, the floors are really clean in here. I'm assuming you're moving cautiously.
Yes.
Okay.
When I can actually grab my guy and move him.
Hey! That portcullis to the
guys.
east is open.
Well, shit.
Hey, Dave.
Guys.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold up there. Give me a surprise roll.
Okay.
All right, well, you're not surprised. Congratulations. However, wait, did you actually see that? Did you not actually see it when you were there?
Yes, because I had Basil next to me who had light.
Okay.
But when you moved me,
When I moved you. Well, you moved all the way up there, and then you immediately swung your way back. I was like, wait a minute here. All right, roll initiative. Which honestly is what I should have done the first time. I don't know why I skipped the initiative process.
like what do I see? What would I be rolling initiative?
That come out to be. Oh, you don't see it?
No.
Really?
There now I see it.
Weird. You don't see it there?
Yeah. No.
Huh. I must have had it tucked a little too far back in the corner for the light to show.
Okay.
Now you see it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It must have just been slightly too far back. I don't know. If the rest of you were up there, go ahead and move up there.
I would have been, but I was confused by the portcullis being open. And Teeger
Sure.
and his friend hanging out there the whole time and not being with us.
Given how slow his friend moves, I'm okay with that part, but stop playing with the goddamn levers.
I mean, it seems like the most clear result would be someone would come by and lock us in, right?
I'm about to do something that might screw things up, but I gotta try it. Now I have all my pins. You guys are off the map, though?
Yes.
The map has
Okay.
gone
It went black.
Okay. No problem. I have my pins again. That's what's important. There must have been... I must have made some change on this map before I put all the pins in. So it wasn't picking up the... Nah, I don't even know how to describe it. Whatever, I fixed it. That's what matters.
Token lock me.
Oh, God, it did, didn't it?
Yep.
Grid snap. Annoying. And I gotta reopen these doors. And I gotta get the cube on there. Alright, is everyone there now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, we're good now. Okay. Lelion, Teeger, Clug, Fain. I assume you're just not going this round because you weren't right there in the action.
I don't know about it, I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing starts rolling out towards you, Dave. I honestly don't know why I skipped initiative the first time. That was dumb. I guess if you all started moving on one, then that's how it would have played out. So on 3, the thing moves up. On 4, it kind of rolls into Rothbert, or at least tries. which I guess doesn't have. I feel like it needs an attack roll. But then again, yeah, I don't know. I don't really think it needs an attack roll. It just moves into you. Dave, this thing rolls onto you, and your hand starts to go a little numb, but you pull away and you're backing out of there. You do not take any damage, I think. So they work by running into you. You make a save versus paralyzation, otherwise you're paralyzed. I'm going to assume you don't take the acid damage unless you're actually paralyzed and engulfed. I don't think it dissolves enough that just like it bumping into you does the damage. So effectively, I think your save versus paralyzation is it did roll onto you. You yanked yourself back out of its way, and you're not engulfed. And it's got. I mean, it's like a flat cube, but it's got these little tiny, short little like reachers that are reaching out, trying to engulf you, and you're keeping those away, essentially. All right, so it's done. You may do whatever it is you were going to do.
Okay. Does a...
I like that it clearly has a dagger on gold inside of it.
Yeah.
What size is this? Large?
It's large. That was a pretty damn good roll for... I gotta stop making this thing get stunned. How was that even a threshold of pain? 9 damage is not a threshold of pain. How is that triggering? Something's broken. Alright, yay. What's Basil doing?
Moving back.
Oh, okay.
Yes, in one segment he can get what, there?
Well, if he was just moving, he could go on 1. So he could have just gone wherever.
Alright.
Alright. Well, it's going to try to eat Dave before it dies. We'll see, though. Why does it keep thresholding? The very first hit didn't do it, Andrew, right? It was just the later ones? It might be because...
I don't think the first hit did it.
It's probably because I wasn't actually doing rounds. We were just talking about it, and the combat tracker was always on the same round. Anyone who's going, go ahead and roll initiative. If you're not bothering, then stay on 99.
I get a Greek fire out.
I'm telling Klug to go away. Get back.
Yeah, no problem. He wasn't going up there. All right, Basil's on 1.
Yep. Whoops. Damn it. I'm sorry. I didn't target him.
I can just drag it to him. So, oh, ignore that. I didn't put his loot inside him. So Basil clearly deserved the kill on this strong enemy. Fain deserves nothing. But yeah,
best hit, I'll have you know.
Magic missile flies out, slams into the thing, and it kind of, I guess, desolidifies. Splashes all over the floor. And inside it, you do find some stuff, which I will put in the party sheet. Man, that was quite a battle. Time-wise. There's a couple gems in there. There were some coins floating around in there. And there's just a long stick with a metal tip that somehow wasn't dissolved. Must be magical.
be awesome if that was a different weakened cube, and then the original one swallowed us up from behind.
Do you want me to split the gold?
Yeah.
All right, there's still 4 of a bunch of stuff in there. Probably from last time. All right, well, there's some gems laying right in front of you there, Rothbert. And a
All
stick.
right. I'll give the stick to Basil. Since, it's obviously magic, and I don't know nothing about no magic. Magic wands. Actually,
Could be anything.
Could be anything, couldn't it?
Okay, we may have
Not
made
even
a profit
gonna
on this session.
not even gonna give it to the mage player who's actually here. Rude.
Oh, that's true. Sorry. You want to take that, Eric?
I mean, I can, but it's going to be more than likely handed back over to him anyway. But yeah,
Should we go ask the obelisk what it does?
Eventually.
It might be the best magic identification system ever.
Just a little bit of damage to identify your magic item.
Maybe next time we come down here.
Man, what are they going to do with all the trash in the dungeon now?
Sphere of Annihilation.
They've probably got one more, at least.
I heard today was the last day before that cube was going to retire.
Yep. I think Fain's torch is just about out.
Well, that was quick.
30 minutes. I might be up. I might be up by 10.
Are we going to keep playing tonight?
Well, we can stop here. There is no game next week because Halloween. Eric's got an anniversary. I got to take my kids trick or treating. So,
yeah.
I assume you guys are going to continue on this direction.
I think so.
Well, I'd like to peek at what's south first, maybe.
That's fine. We got 10 minutes.
I assume it's more just catacombs, but let's make sure.
Okay.
Actually, it does look like it cuts off somewhat here.
Oh, that's south. I thought you meant the other side.
Or do you mean south where the cube came up from? Or
South from the levers is what I was
Well,
interested in.
Yeah.
Go have a look. You see stairs.
Oh my god, it's
upward.
stairs. Some other map.
Okay.
It looks like a very long staircase.
Well, we definitely want to close that lever.
Oh, that reminds me. Okay.
God damn it.
Maybe I'll have a baboon map 2 weeks from now. You never know. All right. So we'll stop in the portcullis room, I guess. With the world's most exciting gelatinous cube fight. I am open to ideas or discussion about how we should handle moving combats against slow things like that in the future.
You mean
I don't feel it was satisfactory for anyone involved. So
how do we take pot shots against something we're faster than? Is that what you want?
yeah, but it was weird too because the lighting is an issue. So then you have to let it get really close before you do it. The whole thing was just weird.
We just need better lights.
But I mean, part of it is if you think in realistic perspective. All right, the thing's 30 feet away. I chuck this thing and I run. Okay, cool, that's fine. But why can't you just shoot arrows all the time and do that too? You know what I mean? So I think the fire rate of one every other round worked ish. We just didn't land on that right away. All right, let me give out XP. We got a gelatinous cube that is dead. I mean, a big jiggly green cube that's dead. That wasn't what I wanted to do with it. That was what I wanted to do with it. And you guys got what, like 6 gold or something? I don't know. When you left the dungeon before and got back to town, what did you have with you? Treasure was?
What do you mean? Treasure-wise, the 2 magic items, 3 magic items.
Yeah.
We got the 2 rings and the boots.
I apparently have some baboons that I did not award XP from last time. Now, were they like coins you hauled out, at least enough that it mattered? Probably not, right?
I don't guess so.
Let me hit that. All right. That's some baboons plus the gelatinous cube. Best hit was what? Andrew?
12.
All right. And then who is using or wearing magic items?
Basil?
Got my super boots on. And I'm wearing that spear, but I haven't done shit with it.
It turns out the super boots are no longer not worth any more XP.
Oh, okay.
I've got the rings.
Basil, yeah, let me find those. Man, those are worth a lot of XP. XP for magic items is really weird. I don't know how I feel about this. Let's see. Basil and Teeger. Who else? Okay, so we had the boots, we had the rings. Did anyone else say anything?
There are no more magic items.
Fain has a spear, but he doesn't. But he's never used it.
Well, I'm sure I spin it around a lot out of combat in town, just in case.
Yeah. Those rings are potentially worth 5,000 XP each eventually. I don't know. That feels a little too high for me. I have to think about how we do that.
There's no requirement on actually using them?
Well, it's always been unclear on what the XP for magic items even really is, because in 2E, it's supposed to be the value for creating them as magic items. Like if Wizard creates a magic item, they earn XP. And then it always says stuff like, yeah, modify this by the difficulty of having acquired it. It says that for treasure too. Like if it's pretty much unguarded and you just find something sitting there, it's not worth anything. But I don't know. The whole thing's weird. I'll make up a number. I'll put it in there. And you guys won't know any different. Other than the fact I just said 5,000, which is way too high. So technically Basil gets a temporal honor for getting the killing blow on the gelatinous cube.
Yep. How much?
1 temporal. I'll give Fain 1 temporal for his ill-advised plan of playing Ring Around the Rosie with it. And things I learned are they shouldn't be able to go through portcullises. So my bad. It really seems like they should, but apparently not.
Can they go over 3-foot things?
I was also thinking of I don't think that would be a problem still. I mean, they're 10 feet tall, and they're blobs. 3 feet doesn't seem like a big deal.
Okay.
This
I don't
isn't
know.
an online RPG. There are not waist-high fences that block you from leaving the world.
Oh man, if there was MMO like monster pathing in this game, that would be amazing.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what we were
They
doing.
jump on the thing and then they all run the other way.
Well, the whole reason it turned on when you went through the door is you broke its, what do they call it, the tether range or whatever. It had to reset.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right.
Can I have an honor or two for, getting up the well and saving the party?
So, see, I was mixed on that because on one hand, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll give you an honor for that.
And then you should lose an honor for not even participating in that fight.
All you had to do was tell me you needed help. I would have come right down.
I honestly don't think you would have been able to hear them from that distance.
Yeah.
Unless they, at least not what they were saying. You might have heard noise, but 300 feet down a well seems pretty far to. I don't know, honestly. We need a fully simulated environment to know for sure. I want to play Hackmaster VR. That'd be sweet.
Are you like one temp, one full? What are you thinking?
One full.
Okay. There's a really big gap between Great Honor for level 1 and 2.
Yes,
Yep.
there it is.
That is weird.
5 points, right? Yeah, after that, it doesn't get so bad. Yeah, okay. So 2 weeks, we'll pick up.
Sounds good. And then it's all gonna go to crap when the holidays start happening.
Last year it wasn't so bad, but yeah, this year's different. Everybody was more locked down last year. We'll work it out. I'm gonna shut this program down unless someone's doing something.
Nope.